To be mentioned, item number 1.
1.
Hello.
I'm issuing notice. Okay, I issue notice to Apollo Hospital. By ration post. Apollo Hospital, Bhubaneswar na Bhubaneswar?
No, Chennai email.
Chennai. Okay, issue notice. Okay. All the ଆଉ କିଏ OP ଅଛି କି?
ଆଉ ଯୋଉ ସପୋର୍ଟିଂ
ଆଉ କୋ OP ଅଛି?
ପରଫର୍ମା ଅପୋଜିଟ୍ ଅଛି
नहीं important OP
1 OP number
only
1
OP number 1 ना
my lord.
only OP number 1 ଆଉ କି ପାର୍ଟି ଆଉ କାହାକୁ ବନେଇଛନ୍ତି କି?
ଆଉ ଯୋଉ ପାର୍ଟି ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଯୋଉ ପିଟିସନର 11 ଠାରୁ
ଏ ଡକ୍ଟର ଗୁଡାକ ସେଇ ତାର ଗୋଟେ
ହଁ
ଆजा OP number 1 କୁ ଯାଉ number 1 ହେଲା ଓକେ OP number 1 ଛାଉ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କହିଯାଅ 1 2 3 ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କହିଯାଅ ଠିକ ଅଛି
ମାନେ 1 2 3 ଏ ସବୁ 11 ଠାରୁ 14 ଅଛନ୍ତି ପିଟିସନର ରିଲେଟିଭ ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀ।
ସେଗୁଡାକ କାମ କରିବି
ହଁ
only 1 2 3 ତ ଗଲା next item number 2
Item 2.
I am petitioner 26 रे my friend.
Huh?
26 my friend.
अरे वाह we have
ये
mentioned
short date होता है मतलब कहले काई long date
ଆଉ ମୁଁ କରିବିନି ଯେଟା ହେଲା ଆଉ
नहीं I
sorry
am for the petition in my absence you are taking that.
that's always you have not intimated him
नहीं
no you have not intimated him
just नहीं intimate
you have not intimated sir
नहीं
I have always said please intimate the opposition
नहीं
this is not done
after taking time he has intimated.
I am not going to change it now I have taken just ଆପଣ ବାହାରେ ଯାଇ ଝଗଡ଼ା ଲାଗନ୍ତୁ ବାଡାବାଡି ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ ବାହାରେ
28 ତାରିଖରେ ଆସିବୁ ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ଯାକ
ବାଡାନ୍ତୁ ବାହାରେ ଯାଇକି
28 ତାରିଖରେ ଆସିବୁ
କେବେ କେତେ ତାରିଖ ଦେଇଛି କି
14th September.
କେବେ ଦେଇଛି କି
14th September.
14 ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ତ
ନାଇଁ 28 ଏଟା ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ଏଟା ତିନି ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଭୋଟ ନ ଦେଇକି ଇଏ କଲେ ଅର୍ଜେନ୍ସି ବୋଲି ଆପଣ
oh that's why you are playing smart 22nd August yeah 22nd August
ଏ ସୋମବାର ବା
ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି 22nd ଆସିବ ତ ଗଲା ଆଉ
ଆଜି ଏଫଆର କରିଛି
ହଁ 22nd ଆସୁ 22nd ଆସୁ ଆଉ କିଛି ନେବନି
20
ନା
28 ହପ୍ତାଟେ
22nd ତ ଆପଣ 22nd ଟାଇମ ବି ନେବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ହିସାବରେ ମଝିରେ ପଶି ଆସିବେ ମଝିରେ what kind of discipline this is? I don't like this ସେ ତାକୁ ଗାଇଲା ବେଳେ କାଇଁ ଧରିକି ଆଇଲେନି
challenge in the writ petition annexure 7 and 11 where
sir what are you challenging
the petitioner's claim medical insurance has been rejected by the annexure 7 and by ombudsman by the annexure 11.
sir ସେଟା ଏନଏକ୍ସର ଛାଡିକି କହନ୍ତୁ ନା ଟିକେ ଏନଏକ୍ସର ବିନା ଏନଏକ୍ସର ରେ ମତେ କହିବେ ମୋ ଏନଏକ୍ସର ମୋର ଇରିଟେସନ ଆସିଯାଏ ଆପଣ ସିଧା କହନ୍ତୁ ନା କଣ ହେଇଛି କହନ୍ତୁ ସର୍ଟକଟ
Well, the petitioner mother was bedridden and during the valid insurance period she was treated at care hospital. The insurance said that we have not cashless facility. I will reimbursement use deposit your bills.
Okay.
I deposited my bills, but same has not been given. Rather, my petition has rejected only on the ground that your mother has been suffered prior to opening of the policy. There is no basis, ma'am. Annexure
you have
7.
the hospital
Hospital, all papers I have submitted.
papers are there
Aye.
and how could they say that they are
No,
prior to this
Only one line order, annexure 7, also in annexure 11.
in the ombudsman are because of their men they are
Aye.
behaving like they are not no more impartial body this ombudsman are behaving like as if they are part of that organization This
My
is not-
claim has been rejected.
anyway which insurance company
No, annexure opinion or one, ma'am. Tata.
Tata
Aye. OP2.
the petitioner impugns the order under annexure 7 and 11 annexure 11 seeking quashment in view of the facts and circumstances of the cases. The insurance company has not honor the claim amount. Uh, which was presented before the said company, stating that the disease was prior to
opening of the policy.
opening of the policy. He further submits that he has produced all the hospitalized the documents pertaining to hospitalization. Yet the ombudsman did not consider his consider the documents in proper perspective and rejected his claim. In such view of the matter, hence he is constrained to approach this court. In such view of the matter, view of the above, that notice be issued to OP number
Both OP.
2, OP number 2. Why ombudsman?
Yes,
Ombudsman
OP.
OP number 2. Hala. Returnable on 14th September.
Right.
Tata ର କିଏ ଅଛି ଏଠି? ଦେଇ
Yeah.
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଅଛି,
They
ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି।
ନଥିଲି postal
ଏଟା କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଏଟା? ତେଲେଙ୍ଗାନା। ଆପଣ ଏ ଟାଟା ଏଟା ଲୋକାଲ ଥିବ ନା?
ଜାଣିନି କିଏ
ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିବେନି ବୋଲି ସେ ହେଡ୍ ଅଫିସ କେବେ ଆସିବେନି ସେମାନେ। ହେଡ୍ ଅଫିସ ବାଲା କାହିଁକି ଆସିବେ ଏଠିକି? ଆପଣ ସେ ଟାଟା ପଠେଇବେ ଏଠି ତେଲେଙ୍ଗାନାକୁ ଆଉ ତାପରେ ତେଲେଙ୍ଗାନା ଲୋକ କେହି ଆସିବେନି। ଆପଣ ତ ଏଠି ଲୋକାଲ ତ ଅଫିସ ଥିବ ନା?
I'll serve copy on the
କେମିତି କରିବେ? ପାର୍ଟି ତ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି। ପାର୍ଟି କରନ୍ତୁ। ଲୋକାଲ ଅଫିସକୁ ପାର୍ଟି କରନ୍ତୁ। ଏ କୋଉଠି କରିଥିଲେ ଦେଇଥିଲେ ଏଟା?
ଏଟା ଆମେ ଦେଇଥିଲୁ ସେଇ ହାଇଦ୍ରାବାଦ ତାଙ୍କର ଅଫିସ।
ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ପଲିସି ଯୋଉ ନେଇଥିବେ କୋଉଠି ନେଇଥିଲେ ସେଟା ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି। ପଲିସିଟା କୋଉଠି କରିଥିଲେ?
ପଲିସିଟା ଆନେକ୍ସର 1 ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଏନେକ୍ସର କୁହନ୍ତୁ କୋଉ ଜାଗା କୁହନ୍ତୁ ନା। ଖାଲି ଏନେକ୍ସର
Policy ଟା-
ଆଗକୁ ବଢନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି।
ପଲିସିଟା ଆଜ୍ଞା କଟକ ଇସ୍ୟୁଇଂ ଅଫିସ କଟକ।
ତ କଟକ ଅଫିସକୁ ପାର୍ଟି କରିବେ ନା ହାଇଦ୍ରାବାଦ ଅଫିସକୁ ପାର୍ଟି କରିବେ?
Yes, I may call.
However, the implement, the petitioner seeks to implement the local office of the Tata, a local branch of Tata AIG General Insurance Company Limited, which is located in Cuttack, during the course of the day. आज ही कर देते, है ना? मतलब within 3 working days complete. This is the matter on 23rd. ଆପଣ କରନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ନୋଟିସ ଇସ୍ୟୁ କରିବେ ନହେଲେ କରିବେନି। ହଁ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବା କଥା କୋଉଠୁ ଆପଣ ପଲିସି କରି ସେଠି ଯିବେ ବୋଲି ସିନା ଆଉ ଏମିତି ଘୁରୁଥିବେ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ସେ ବର୍ଷ ପାଇଯିବ ସେମାନେ କେବେ ଆସିବେନି। ଆପଣ ଆସି କୋର୍ଟ ଡେଟ୍ ଲାଗି ଚାଲିଥିବ ତେଣୁ ଫାଇଲ କରନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା। ନେକ୍ସଟ
My lord, item number 1, my lord, and 1I is there, my lord.
madam, I am not doing anything, I am issuing notice and all. Please wait for the other party to come.
My
Then
lord, your lordship fix one date.
I have fixed the date. Fixed date is what I do. Huh? हाँ दे दिया डेट नहीं दे नहीं then दे दिया डेट वो 15 September कर दिया 15 September 15 September
My lord.
Item number 3.
चित्र में जाओ नोटिस दे रहे नोटिस जाओ let them reply. We'll see that.
Within Monday, I will file the notice.
3
Ah,
working.
will file within 3 working days. 3 working. Next.
May I please, your lords? Here I am challenge the order of ombudsman at page 68, manner, where the
3
ombudsman annexure 12, page 68.
3 टा तो
Again.
3.
ombudsman को ombudsman
Ombudsman, bank ombudsman.
हाँ से कोई भी ना ombudsman खाली कोई लेकिन दियो पूरा बैंक ombudsman
Bank
कोई भी
ombudsman.
हाँ कौन issue कौन
The issue is that I am taking a loan from the Dhenkanal Gramin Bank and I want to switch over my loan amount to another bank because there is no credit facilities, internet credit facilities not available with the Gramin Bank. That's why I am wants to change my loan from that bank to other bank. And I have a closure pay or for the closure of the loan, I have take the fund from that bank and close it. but the bank says that you cannot, your fund is belongs to you, not belongs to the bank. So when you have to closing the bank account, obviously take loan from other bank and close the loan. Bank has told that as because you are, it is not your own fund, you pay the charges 2% as takeover charges.
Is there any takeover charges
Yes,
applicable to this?
yes, my lord, at the time of sanctioning the loan, because the original loan was sanctioned at the Odisha Gramin Culture branch. By that time, it was agreement that terms of sanction is there. On the basis of that,
Where is the
In-
terms of sanction?
in-
I
in
will produce that.
Sanction letter, there is nothing mentioned.
Sir,
but-
just
I will-
let him
Size.
terms of sanction.
Let them sort the copy of the.
Give a copy here. Let
I
him.
will assist to
Uh,
my-
like, the learned counsel for the bank, Mr. Tuna Sahu, who is present in the court.
my lord.
Waves of notice on behalf of the bank. And not of counsel for the petitioner, shall have a copy.
In consider-
Take instruction on 25th.
Only one mistake made in my petition, in a prior portion, I mentioned as annexure 13, it should annexure 12. It's applicable here.
Upon correction for this. The learned counsel for the petitioner points out that there is a mistake in the annexure number in the prior portion. It is allowed to be rectified during the within 3 days from today. Within 3 working days. Okay, next.
Item number 4. May I please
Four.
notice? Here also petitioner challenges the banking ombudsman order. What is done? They have
What is the order?
not the fact of the case is the fixed deposit of the petitioner.
Hmm.
The State Bank of India, Old Town branch manager called the petitioner and said, this is a beneficial scheme. You get the money from fixed deposit and sign here. Only in a beneficial scheme.
Beneficial scheme? Man?
They said it will be whatever interest you are getting out of the fixed deposit, this scheme will be a better one. You sign this, some forms. They have signed, and with the, your lordship knows, your lordship's experience, bank officer, National Bank, we signed the papers. Well, I came to know it is in under an insurance scheme. Therefore, I complained before the ombudsman. Ombudsman rejected the application. Therefore, I am before him.
Bank insurance.
Bank,
SBI insurance.
SBI Life, sir. SBI Life नारे करछनी ये
So what is your problem?
ता छुआ पढ़ी पर ना मा एलिंग कंडीशन है तार
So पैसा गुड़ा
से आगे दऊ ना बर्तमान
deposit
से
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 आपण इंश्योरेंस कले
नहीं
आपण
इंश्योरेंस
जानि नथिले साइन मार देले पहला इंश्योरेंस हेई गला
Exactly.
नाउ व्हाट इज योर ग्रीवेंस हेई गला तो हेई गला इंश्योरेंस ता हेई गला भलो तो कोन सीधा
The grievance is that with a false statement, with a wrong statement and with a wrong impression, signatures were taken. Therefore, I complained before the ombudsman, please return back the amount because my
how much money you have deposited?
around 10 lakhs and 10 lakhs 2 installment they have taken, 20 lakhs.
So in insurance
They have put it under insurance scheme. SBI Life, National Bank manager, I have named the person, manager, who has called and
okay, you should notice the in view of the grievances raised in the writ petition, this court deem it appropriate to issue notice to opinion number 2. Why are you making ombudsman a party? Ombudsman
Your
never
lordship,
made a
memo.
party.
not
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, fine.
By registered post. A page may be filed within 3 working days from today. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଏଠି କାଉନସିଲ ଯିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏସବି ତାଙ୍କୁ
Hey, ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି mediation, if your lordship issuing notice.
No,
they come up.
ଆସନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖିବା
Yes, yes, let them.
ମିଡିଏସନ ଏଠି ତ କରିବେ ଠିକ ଠାକ ମିଡିଏସନ କଣ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
କିଛି ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ମିଡିଏସନ ଇଜ ଏ କ୍ଲିୟର କଟ୍ କେସ୍ why mediation
Issuance of notice will be better.
I want to know whether you have really signed,
Yes,
have understood with
Right.
knowledge, no knowledge, that will be sin. So that is very important to
Yes.
understand. So after that mediation, ଆପଣ mediation କୁ ପଳେଇଛନ୍ତି ନା ଆପଣ କିଛି ଭୁଲ ଅଛି?
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ, as your lordship direct.
Okay, let's see. Now notice now. Instead of that's what I'm saying. Instead of sending notice, I don't know, sub copy on Mr. Gurdatkar, he appears for the SBA.
Urdat karo.
Notice blood transfer the petitioner. Serve copy on the council for the stable media. The good of the usually request for the stable media. Serve copies, extra copies. 5টা কপি দিয়ে দেবে 5টা 4টা কপি 5টা দেবে তাকে গুটে না 5টা কপি 5 extra copies
Monday.
within 3 working days complete. And be quicker, otherwise the standing post office, you know,
I'm obliged.
system.
Obliged.
Our city care receipt করতে
I'm better.
God only know. Then again problem. Next,
Item number 5.
5.
Item 5, your lordships, I have challenged the order passed by the appellate authority. Chair, your lordship may kindly bear with me that this writ application is relating to a writ application number 8807 of 2022.
What is the issue?
Issue is, my lord, I have been selected as Anganwadi worker pursuant to the advertisement, which is only meant for ST people. I was not, issuance of appointment was there. I joined, went to join, but they didn't allow. I filed writ application.
You have been selected.
Selected and appointment letter was issued.
Appointment letter issued to you, and why you have not been allowed?
What has happened, my lord? They didn't allow me to join.
Why? I'm asking why. What is the
They
reason?
didn't, they say that, that the villagers, they opposed. They are in their counter. I filed the counter. I filed a writ application before this.
Why the villagers are opposing?
But they say that I am ST people in their village, ST people is not there. But the advertisement is meant for ST people. Anyway, I filed a writ application. It was directed to my lord to dispose.
এইটা আপনি কোন এটাতে রেট প্রিলিমিনারি ফাইল করে আউট কোন
No, previous my lord, though I was not given upon here, my lord,
এটা কোন পাই করছেন
a stranger who has come forward, your lordship may recollect that previously it was,
না এইটা কোন পাই করছেন এটা
but challenging that appellate order. A stranger has come forward, challenging the advertisement. ADM has no locus standi at all and he is not empowered to deal with the advertisement. He, my lord, is a stranger of SC category. He filed without making me party. In my absence, your lordship that passed that advertisement is quashed. And that advertisement bears 5 Anganwadi
Mr.
centers.
Moon, please request your government to have a separate tribunal for this Anganwadi. This is really,
No, you-
is going beyond my this.
Your lordship
comprehension.
directed to list the matter along with WPC, WPC number 8807 of 2022, giving a date of 4th September.
So,
This matter may be listed along WPC number 887020.
No, it was directed. It was directed in WPC number 8807. সেটা এখানে নাই, এটা 4th September কো আপন রাখিছেন, কিন্তু এটা আগে ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি পড়ে আসলা 8807 রে।
একা 4 সেপ্টেম্বর লাগবে একা সাথে শুনে দাও
হ্যাঁ সেটা भी কহিଥିଲେ সেটি
4
8807
সেপ্টেম্বর
8807
নাম
8807 8808 of
আগে
2022.
পুরা কোন রিট পিটিশন সিভিল নাম্বার পুরা কইবে না 8807
I had said WPC number 8807 of 2022, 8808 of 2022 along with this. That order was there.
4 সেপ্টেম্বর তো
4th September that computers.
4 আছে 4 আসবে বাবু let it come on 4 সেপ্টেম্বর
All the 3.
together.
WPC number 8807,
together.
8808 and this one.
ଆଉ କେତେଟା ଆଉ ବି କେତେଟା ଅଛି
ନାଇଁ ଦିଟା ତ ସେ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଦିଟା ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ।
କେତେଟା ଫାଇଲ
I would dispose of
ଆଜ୍ଞା
it.
କଣ ହେଲା ନା ଗୋଟେ ଆଡଭର୍ଟାଇଜମେଣ୍ଟ ରେ 5ଟା ଅଙ୍ଗନବାଡି ସେଣ୍ଟର ଅଛି। ଜଣେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଞ୍ଜର ଏସି କ୍ୟାଟେଗୋରୀର ତା ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ ରେ ଟୋଟାଲ ଆଡଭର୍ଟାଇଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଏଡିଏମ୍ କିନ୍ତୁ ପାସ୍ କରିଦବ ଏବଂ ଆମକୁ ପକ୍ଷ ନ କରିକି ଆମକୁ ନୋଟିସ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ନ କରିକି I am the selected candidate and ADM my lord, appellate authority is the sub collector whenever ST category is concerned. That too it is relating to selection but not relating to advertisement. So ADM has no power at all.
okay let's see next
Item number 6.
6
Madam, petitioner asked for victim compensation and made the grievance petition before the open number
what
2 that-
happened sir what compensation
Madam, because she has been tortured physically and mentally by the accused person, madam. On page 15, madam. As per-
tortured physically
Madam, government advertisement notification is there, madam.
ରୁହନ୍ତୁ ମୋ କଥାଟା ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ ସବୁ ବୁଝାନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ ଟର୍ଚର ମେଣ୍ଟାଲି ଫିଜିକାଲି ମାନେ କଣ କଲେ କଣ ହେଲା
ତ ମରାମରି କଲେ, ପିଟାପିଟି କଲେ, ଗାଳି ଗୁଲଜ କଲେ।
ଗାଳି ଗୁଲ ପିଟାପିଟିରେ ତ କମ୍ପେନସେସନ କୋଉଠି ନାହିଁ
ଆସିବନି ଏଟା।
ଏମିତି କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ନାହିଁ କୋଉଠି
ନା।
ମୋ ଜାଣିବାରେ ତ ନାହିଁ ଗାଳି ଗୁଲ ପିଟାପିଟିରେ ନାହିଁ ହଁ କୋଉଠି accident
ମାନେ କଲମ grievous hurt, grievous physical ମାନେ physical injury also there. Physical ମାନେ page
daily ତାର ଲୋକ ନିଜେ ନିଜେ
page
ପିଟି
50
ତାର compensation
ନା
ମାଗିବ
medical injury
ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି ହେଲା ବାଡିଟେ ଧରିବ 2-4 ବାଡି
ମାନେ
ଧରିବ,
ମାନେ
ଦି ଚାରି ଦିନ
medical
ଖାଇବାକୁ
report
ମିଳିବନି,
there
କଷ୍ଟ ପାଇଲେ କଣ ଅସୁବିଧା ଅଛି?
ମାନେ-
ମିଳିଯିବ 1,00,000-2 ଲକ୍ଷ ହେଲେ କଣ ଅସୁବିଧା ଅଛି?
ମାନେ medical report is
ଆଜ୍ଞା
there.
ମେଡିକାଲ ରିପୋର୍ଟ କେମିତି ହେଲା ମତେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ସେ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି ଟା ହେଲା କେମିତି,
ଆଉ ତମେ ବାଡେଇଲେ ଆଉ
କିଏ ବାଡେଇଲା,
accused ମାନେ ଆଉ
କୋଉ ସେ ଏକ୍ୟୁଜ କିଏ,
ମାନେ FIR
କେତେ ବାଡେଇଲେ, କେତେ ଡକ୍ଟର ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଦେଖେଇଲେ, ଡକ୍ଟର ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଟା ଦେଖିଲେ ମତେ
ମାନେ prescription ମାନେ
ଡକ୍ଟର ରିପୋର୍ଟ ପ୍ରେସକ୍ରିପସନ ମୁଁ
page
ଦେଖିବିନି,
12
ଡକ୍ଟର ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ।
ମାନେ dispose ହଉ grievance petition
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ବିଲକୁଲ ପୁରା ଦେଖେଇବେ, ମତେ ଛାଡିବିନି ମୁଁ ସେମିତି, ଏଟା ଫ୍ୟାସନ ହେଲାଣି ଭିକ୍ଟିମ କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ସ୍କିମ୍,
ମାନେ ମାନେ grievous
ଫାଟେ ଯାଇ ଲଜ କରିଦେଲେ
grievous
ମତେ ବାଡେଇଲେ,
physical injury and mental injury ମାନେ
ଆଁ?
ଲେଖି ମାନେ 15 ମାନେ page ମାନେ ମାନେ grievous physical injury and mental injury ମାନେ
ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି ପାଇଁ କୋଉ ସ୍କିମ୍ ନାହିଁ, ଫିଜିକାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରିରେ ଅଛି, ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ପାଇଁ ନାହିଁ।
ମାନେ ଅଛି
ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି କଣ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ
ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ
ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି,
notification
ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି,
Mental injury requiring rehabilitation.
ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଇଲନେସ ନଟ୍ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି ସାର୍, ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଇଲନେସ ଗୋଟେ ଅଲଗା ଜିନିଷ।
ମାନେ
ଆପଣ ଏଠି କୋଉ ବେସିସରେ ଦିଆହବ, ଜଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣ ଏଫଆଇଆର କରିଦେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କମିଶନ ମିଳିଯିବ, ଇଏ କୋଉ ବେସିସରେ ଦିଆହବ,
Schedule ଆସୁନି।
physical injury ମାନେ dispose ହଉ
ଡିସ୍ପୋଜ ଅଫ୍ ହେବ, ଏଇଥିପାଇଁ କିଛି ନୋ କେସ୍ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଡିସ୍ପୋଜ ଅଫ୍ ସେମିତି ହବ।
ମାନେ
ହଁ।
ସେମାନେ decision ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ
ନାଇଁ ଆଉ ଏଇ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ ଧନ୍ଦା କରନ୍ତିନି,
ମାନେ
ଏଇଟା
without
ଯଦି ନ
criminal-
କରିବି ସେମିତିଆ ବାରମ୍ବାର ଏମିତିଆ ବାରମ୍ବାର ଆସିବେ ଏମିତିଆ, ନଟ୍ ଡନ୍।
ମାନେ decision ସେମାନେ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା,
ହଁ
decision ନିଅନ୍ତୁ
କି ଡିସିସନ ନେବି ପରା, ନୋ କେସ୍ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ।
ମାନେ ସେମାନେ decision ନିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ଆରେ ସାର୍ କେମିତି ନେବି, ଏମିତି just ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣ କହିଦେବେ ଯେ କି ମତେ ମେଣ୍ଟାଲି ମାଇଲେ, ଫିଜିକାଲି ମାଇଲେ, ଏମିତି ସବୁ କହିବେ,
ହବନି।
ଏଫଆଇଆର ଲଜ କରିବେ, ତାପରେ କହିବେ ମତେ କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ଦିଅ, ଏମିତି କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ଦିଆ ହୁଏ? କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ପାରାମିଟର ପଡୁଛି ନା, ଆପଣ ଦେଖିଲେ ଟିକେ କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ପାରାମିଟର କଣ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, କଣ ପାରାମିଟର ଅଛି? ଏନିଥିଙ୍ଗ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ କମ୍ ୱିଥ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଏଣ୍ଟରଟେନ୍। କଣ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ କଣ ଏଠି କଣ ଇଏ ଫଣ୍ଡିଂ ପାର୍ଟ ଇଏ ସୋର୍ସ ଏଠି ବନିଛି?
ମାନେ ଏଇଟା ଫିଜିକାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି ପ୍ରେସକ୍ରିପସନ
ଫିଜିକାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜୁରି କଣ ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ,
ରିପୋର୍ଟ
ଫିର କେମିତି କୋଉ ବେସିସ୍
ଆସୁ ମାନେ ଆସୁ
ଆସୁ ନାହିଁ,
ମାନେ
ବିଲକୁଲ ନାହିଁ।
ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଆଣିବ
Sorry, the petitioner has failed to
ମାନେ ରିପୋର୍ଟ
make
ଆଣିବ
out a
ଟାଇମ୍
case for compensation, victim compensation scheme. Hence, this court is not satisfied with the explanation advanced by the petitioner. Accordingly, dismissed.
ହବନି ଏଟା।
Word of any
Conviction
merit.
ହେଲା
Sir,
ପରେ
ଯୋଉ
କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି।
case ଭଲ case ହେଲା, without your saying I will pass order. ଏମିତି କେସ୍ ଧରିବା କେମିତି ହବ? ଲାଗୁଛି କାହାକୁ ଶୁଣିଲେ କେମିତି ଲାଗିଲା ଫଲ୍ସ କେସ୍ କହିବନି କି? ଆଉ କୋଉଠି ଏମିତି କେସ୍ ରେ ଇଣ୍ଟରଫିୟର କରିବ?
7 ସେ
7 ବି ସେୟା, ଆଉ ବଢିଆ ଆଉ 7 ବି ସେୟା କରିଦିଅ। 8
Item number 8.
8 ଟା କଣ?
This is against HDFC Bank, my lord.
କଣ ହେଇଛି?
I have taken the loan, a crop loan from the HDFC Bank.
କ୍ରପ୍ ଲୋନ୍,
Truck loan.
ଟ୍ରକ୍
Truck
ଲୋନ୍
loan.
କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା?
I have taken 30 lakhs, 29 lakhs I had taken.
ହୁଁ।
I had also given the substantial amount to the bank. which-
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଏଇ ସବଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସିଆଲ କିଛି କହିବେନି, ମତେ ପୁରା ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟ ଆମାଉଣ୍ଟ କହିବେ, ସବଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସିଆଲ ମାନେ କିଛି ନୁହେଁ।
I have already.
ଆପଣ ନେଲେ 30 ଲାଖ ର ଲୋନ୍,
ଦେଇ ସାରିଲେଣି 20 lakhs ମୁଁ ଦେଇ ସାରିଲେଣି, but
କେତେ
unfortunately
କେତେ
20 lakhs ପାଖାପାଖି ମୁଁ approximately, my lord.
ଆପଣ ଅସୁବିଧା କଣ ହେଲା ତାହେଲେ?
No, the vehicle met an accident in 16th March 22. After this accident, I had claimed 2,83,000 from the insurance, but the bank did not cooperate with me. The total claim I got only 55,000, my lord. If I would have got the entire claim amount.
ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ did not cooperate means?
Bank
ଆପଣ ତ ଇନ୍ସୁରାନ୍ସ ମାଗିବେ, ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ କାଇଁ କୋଅପରେଟ୍ କରିବ?
ଯେହେତୁ vehicle has been hypothecated to the bank.
ହଁ,
So bank has got a very important role because the entire.
what role tell me?
As per the
ନାଇଁ
agreement,
ଇନ୍ସୁରାନ୍ସ କ୍ଲେମ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ର ରୋଲ କଣ?
ଯାହା ମୁଁ ଟଙ୍କାଟା ପାଇବି, that will be appropriated to the loan. ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି this is the condition in the agreement, my lord.
ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି କୁହନ୍ତୁ?
My lord, now,
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ କଣ ସେବା କରିବି କୁହନ୍ତୁ?
my lord,
କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
and they are not giving me the account statement.
Who?
Bank
Which?
HDFC Bank is not giving me the account statement.
Okay.
Neither they are giving me the insurance paper which are with them.
they are not giving it to me.
Insurance paper केंद्र आज्ञा ऑप्शन रखिए.
Claim paper हैला that directly semanaka पाखु चली गला. I could not able to get that. So that I could able to place the matter before your lordship. Now they are not giving me the account statement without any notice by using their gundas. They are telling to take away the way. Private bank रो का habit है गाड़ी रास्ता ऊपर गाड़ी अटके देगी संगे संग चाबी छड़ेगी.
ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ habit ବି ହେଇଗଲାଣି loan time ରେ ନ ଦେବାର କିଛି.
नहीं
ସେଇ ପାର୍ଟଟା କହିବେନି ଆଉ. ଖାଲି bank are on fault. You be sir ଆପଣଙ୍କ କଥା କହୁନି. In general, this is a general blame. At the same time, we are also
there are some
responsible for that
but
blame.
there are some
Anyway, issue
minor
notice.
me.
Issue notice the facts and submission raised by the petitioners.
There is one IE.
ଆଉ IFI କରନ୍ତୁନି. ଆସିଲା ପରେ ଆଇଲା ପରେ I will not issue notice on I also. ଆଇଲା ପରେ HDFC bank କୁ ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ notice. କେତେ number 1 2 3 4 କେତେ ଅଛି?
ଦି ଜଣ ଅଛ.
Branch manager, regional
Branch
manager.
manager.
1 and 2. Give copy to Mr. Rajit Rai. He appears for HDFC bank. Okay, well, not consider the petitioner. Let a copy, let spare copy of this. Stop to Mr. Rajit Rai, easily appears for HDFC bank. This is the matter on 14th September.
My lord, I have a prayer, my lord.
No, it's a lot directed. My learned senior was also there. So send it through registered post and email.
Notice in a lighter vein, yes, lordship.
I have not issued any notice. Why are you saying this? All orders are there.
To remove the defect one. Defects have been removed.
You remove the defect, whatever, but I'm not
All
going
the
to
defects
let it be, let it lie over for some time. Because we have reserved that order.
My lord.
That is linked to this case. Why should I hear this matter unnecessarily?
My lord.
Yeah.
My lord, but the defects are removed.
And you do remove whatever you want to do. But I am not hearing this matter. Till the judgment comes from the division bench.
Similarly, another matter, your lordship have kept October 10th after.
My lord.
It is another matter.
No, my lord.
Yes. So another matter.
Now file karte ho.
No, I have not filed.
Anyway, I am not just let the matter lie over some. This is the matter on 31st October. Yeah. Simply, I'm not issuing notice, I am doing nothing. Next.
Item number 10.
Item number 10, kindly take up next to clear.
Why?
On behalf of Mr. Vishwar. He is not well.
Okay. Sir, can I say something? When some counsel is not ready, he is not well, okay, you can't control over the health, illness and anything. But is it not proper on the part of the council to arrange something alternative arrangement? By chance, suppose the court is not saying, no, I can't. Then how do you manage this? Every day this is happening. This not ready, hospitalized. କିଛି ନହେଲେ ମିଛ କହିକିରି ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ କହିଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଲୋକ ସେ ଲୋକ ଆଉ କୋର୍ଟରେ କରୁଥିବେ ଆମେ ଜାଣୁନୁ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ସବୁ ଅଛି ଖବର କିଏ କେତେ ମିଛ କହନ୍ତି ମାନେ ସୁସ୍ଥ ସବଳ ଲୋକକୁ ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ ପକେଇଦେବେ ଆପଣ ହସ୍ପିଟାଲ ପଡିକି ଏକଦମ ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କୋର୍ଟରୁ ବାହାରିକି ଯାଉଥିବେ ଏଇଟା ଖୋଲା ରଖିବୁ ତମେ ଦେଖିବି ସବୁ ଠିକ ଜଣା ପଡିଯିବ ଭାବୁଛି ଜଣା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି କିଏ କୋଉ କୋର୍ଟକୁ ଯାଉଛି ଜାଣିନି ମୁଁ ମୋର ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି 4 ଖବର ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଜାଣିପାରିବିନି
Item 11.
May I please your lords. In this case, the petitioner challenged the inaction of the official parties for reflecting his name in the ineligible list for the post of GRS. In similar matters, your lordship was pleased to
what?
Pass orders with regards to production of the
entire records in other matters. And yesterday the matter was there, since the state council was not able to produce that record, your lordship was kind enough to fix it.
Similar
to-
matter, in this
Similar
matter?
matter, same area. Yes, my lord. Ineligible list.
Without
it has been
hearing the
fixed to
matter, how do you decide
fourth-
that I am going to ask for the original record? How do you know that?
On 4th, it has been fixed to 4th September. Similar matters.
I am asking you.
Yes, my lord.
You are saying similar matter.
May I submit one thing?
Without hearing the matter, how do you perceive that I am going to ask for original record? You are showing this order.
No, in similar matters,
If you are practicing, I mean, what do you call it? What is it? Some parroting or something, then I can't help. But
no, your lordship, here is what I
there's a
beg to submit my lord.
Tarot card. ସେଗୁଡା ଯଦି ସେମିତି କିଛି ଗୋଟେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ବୋଲେ ଦୂରଦ୍ରଷ୍ଟା ହେଇଥିବ ଆଉ otherwise how do you know that I am going to ask for the original record?
What I beg to submit my lord, in similar matters in the same setup
You
in the
say
forgot.
first your matter, then I will similar matter.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
You say
Similar
your-
matters because since the
What is your matter now?
in my matter, your lordship can glance at under annex
Item
of
11.
3, my lord.
I am not glancing. I have said no. Please,
Since in spite
young
of the fact
counsel
that
must state the fact in 2-3
Yes, sir.
lines.
fact of the
Don't
case is
say
that
that.
since the present petitioner who has made an application in view of annexure 2, my lord, made an application for the
I
post
don't
of
know that
GRS.
annexer to, without saying the word annexer, say this.
In spite of the
What is
fact,
this?
sorry,
Kabhi
In-
to sudhar jao bhai.
yes.
This is for your improvement, I am saying.
in spite
Make a
of
practice. Without looking at any paper, you should be able to speak 3, 4, 5 lines which explain the whole thing. What we call the self-explanatory sentence.
Yes.
Please do that. Yes. Then you show me annexer, whatever you want to say. But in that sentence, you never say annexer. Annexer what chhadi gayi.
Yes, ma'am.
Go on.
Since the present petition made an application in view of annexure 2 advertisement, the present having the requisite qualification 10+2 as well as having O-level course, in view of the annexure 3 where the present
Again say annexer 3.
Sorry.
I have said no annexer word you use in your sentence. After that annexer.
Yes, ma'am.
While the first 2, 3 sentences, you should not use the word annexer.
Yes.
I hate the word annexer.
Yeah.
Only
Obliged.
when you argue in the first 3 sentences, no one does.
After accepting my application, online
Be
application.
slow. Why are you so hurry? I am not going away.
Yes.
Please be slow. Aram se, comfortably. Just
The opposite,
cool, compose and tell me.
yes, ma'am.
Ah,
The opposite-
frame in your mind what to speak. Yeah.
The
please.
opposite party, they accepted my application, but subsequently my name has been reflected in the ineligible list. In spite of the fact I am having the requisite qualification as per the advertisement, for which being the time was given for hearing. I participated in hearing, I made a representation, but now they are going to publish the eligible list, thereby for which I being agreed by the
They are going to publish the eligible
Eligible
list. They have
list.
not yet. How do you
Not-
know that your name is not there?
because ineligible list my name has been published. That is
Oh.
my whole grievance. For which in the similar matters, what I beg to submit in similar matters after being satisfied with
Don't say back to submit. The bag word is
Okay.
British origin. So I want to submit. Say,
Yes.
why are you begging? Bhai? Is your right? Why are you begging?
after hearing the
Don't
lot.
say beg. I beg to submit. Take out your language. Don't do submissive language. Don't use that. I submit. Yes. Don't beg. Be
After-
easy. Bag is crossed here.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I repeat.
After hearing both the parties on the last occasion in similar matters, the lawsuit was pleased to call for the records in the similar matters,
Okay.
other matters, for
Okay.
which
Okay. Call for
that
that.
record.
I have one answer.
Now I'm convinced. I'll
Yes, ma'am.
call for the record. Yes. Just to make you feel comfortable and
Yes.
this is the practice in every code you should do.
Yes.
Annexer seta a very wrong way of practice. Annexer ମୁଁ ତ ଜାଣିନି କ'ଣ annexer ଯେ ଆପଣ କହିଲା ବେଳେ annexer କହିଲେ କ'ଣ irritating and monotonous. So don't use word annexer. When you're saying come practicing 4, 5, 6, 5, 7 line without referring to any annexer anything. Simply. This is the issue. Simple. Yeah. If you can't practice, you can stand before a mirror and say 4, 5, 6 times and come in. That is how it will develop. Yeah. This is, see, nobody is born talented. So everybody, by some people may be born talented, but some people have to acquire talent by practice. So
Yes.
you can do that. And don't be in such a hurry. Comfortably, aram se. If you start speaking faster, you are likely to commit more mistakes. If you go slow, your mind will be in fix. The mind will in its own tangent. Otherwise, the mind will be somewhere else. You are likely to forget many things while you speak. So be slow, comfortable, code. Code is not going away. Okay? Yes. Neither you are arguing before SLP code. No. SLP code, we get only 2 minutes. So, not that. So this is a very comfortable. Just convince me. That's all. Yeah.
Annexure 2 is the advertisement, my lord.
Mm.
At page 13, there is
Tell me what is this ineligibility?
There
That's a
clause as regard proficiency in use of Odia language in computer, a practical test may be conducted at district level to ascertain the proficiency in use of Odia language in computer. This is the clause. Now, why his name has been reflected in the ineligible list, my lord? Serial number 422, name of the petitioner, not appear the qualifying computer examination. So your name find place at the ineligible list. This is the
421,
precondition.
not 422, 421.
21, yes.
Forget the page.
Yes.
Now the question that comes to my mind: are you eligible in terms of what I say the Oriya language proficiency?
Yes, my lord. That is the whole case.
On what basis?
I know. Yes,
So you have to appear the test, na?
I have appeared. That is what my whole
Have you appeared?
I made a representation. Yes, my lord.
So,
Your lordship,
I'm
I have a
asking,
glance at-
have you appeared?
I have appeared.
No. Have you appeared? Where
Yes,
is it? Which page says that you have appeared?
Your lordship kindly appreciate, my lord.
Your answer, your हड़बड़ाहट बता रहा तुम appear ही नहीं
No. Your lordship
हाँ?
kindly appreciate, my lord.
हाँ,
I have enclosed
बताओ।
that annexure. Your
Why
lordship
very
kindly glance at annexure 1. I have completed that diploma. in
अरे
civil-
भाई डिप्लोमा କଥା ନୁହେଁ
No,
ସେ
no,
କଣ
no.
କହିଲେ ଶୁଣିଲେ ନି ଗୋଟେ
Yes, I am going to that.
ଓ ଏକ୍ସାମ ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟ କରିଥିଲେ ସେଥିରେ ଆପଣ appear କରିବା କଥା ଆପଣ appear କରିନାହାନ୍ତି
I have appeared, my lord. And I have appeared and I have cleared that.
admit card ଅଛି appear କରିଥିଲେ ବୋଲି କଣ proof ଅଛି
In that, yes, my lord, that proof with regard to submission of application that they invited online submission.
ଆପଣ କହିଲେ ପରା ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଟା ଦେଲେ ତାର କିଛି proof ଅଛି
Yes, my lord.
କଣ କୁହନ୍ତୁ
Of course, I have not filed subsequently. I have received
सेटा
it.
फाइल करूं
Your lordship.
ଆପଣ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ଗୋଟେ ମତେ କଣ proof ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ
Yes, ma'am.
ଆପଣ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଦେଇଥିବ ନା I can inquire otherwise why should I call
Yes, yes, yes.
unnecessary?
Yes,
That's why ସେଠି ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ସେ ଦେଲା ବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଲି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଗଡବଡ ଅଛି
No, I have.
ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଅର୍ଡର ଟା ବଢେଇଲେନି ସେତେବେଳେ ମୋ ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ ଆଇଲା ଯେ ଆପଣ କିଛି ଗଡବଡ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଆପଣ ଦେଖେଇ
In my
ପାରିଲେନି
reprint-
ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏଟା ଦେଖଉଛି
Your lordship kindly have a glance at my representation.
without hearing how can I ask for the record? Do you think I'm fool?
Similar matters, your lordship.
No similar matter, sir.
Your lordship have a glance
Here
at
you have appeared, but you have not been able to show any proof.
if
Why-
your
why-
lordship
what is
have a
the
glance
proof?
at page 37. I have submit
ତ ଯେତେ ପେଜ ଦେଖେଇ ସାରିଲି ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ପେଜ ଦେଖି ସାରିଲିଣି
because at the time of filing I was not able to, but I have got the. Your lordship fix it to 4/9.
ନାଇଁ,
Similar matters has
ସେଦିନ
been
ବି
fixed.
କରିପାରିବେନି ଆପଣ ସେଦିନ ବି କରିପାରିବେନି ଓ କେବେ ଦରକାର କୁହନ୍ତୁ
4/9. The similar matters has been fixed to 4/9.
4/9.
4 September.
ଓକେ 4/9 ଆସୁ
Yes, sir.
ସେଦିନ ନେଇକି ଆସିଥିବେ କି
Yes, my lord. I
ସିମିଲାର
have
ମ୍ୟାଟର ନୁହେଁ ଏଟା
I will file it.
ସମାନ ଯୋଡା ହବନି ହେଲା
Yes,
ଅଲଗା ରହିବ
Yes.
ଏଇ ଡେଟରେ ଲାଗିବ
सेटा टिके
I got
order
ସି ଏତିକି ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ହେଇଗଲାଣି ମୋର ମୁହଁ ଦେଖି ଜାଣିଦେବି କି କାଉନସିଲ କେତେ
No.
ରାଇଟଲି କହିବ ଆଉ କୋଉଠି କେତେ ରିଲିଫ ନେଇକି ଯିବ ଜଣା ପଡେ ନେକ୍ସଟ
Item number 12.
12
May I please, Your Lordship? This is identification committee declared me as willful defaulter. On
oh,
11
last time you have appeared
Yes,
in
ma'am.
that matter no?
on 11/8, my lord,
So now what is the issue?
he said that Your Lordship asked them to take instruction. He has appeared.
Lordship, my senior is out of the town.
Who is your senior?
Mr. Anjan Kumar Biswal, Lordship.
So you are sufficiently senior to argue the matter. Why do you
my-
need your senior?
My Lordship's 6 days time will be given, Lordship.
Why 6 days? Your senior is out of town. You have to argue. Advice I can. If
I'm-
you ask me one day today, I can give you.
And any other day, Lordship, that I will.
Any other day? This 23rd. 23rd. कौन आपन सीनियर कौन बोलबम ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି 7 दिन के मागुଛନ୍ତି टाइम
Wednesday, yes, Lordship.
Wednesday
Can I come to page
24,
65 for a minute?
24, Lordship.
Huh?
May 24, Lordship. 24, Lordship.
24 ठीक है 24
Only interim order because the last
I
week
wanted to
Lordship, we have status.
interim order ଦେଇଥିଲି ନା
Status quo.
ନା ଏଥର ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି ଏଥର ତ କହିଥିଲେ ତ ସେ
There is
inspection
a
not
status quo, Lordship.
What is it?
what status so you have already declared me as
Item থাকে মনে পড়ে এটা কি স্ট্যাটাস কোড হবে
he has already declared me as willful defaulter
স্যার এটা কি স্ট্যাটাস কোড হবে
debarring me from any financial
From district not to sell the property.
স্যার এটা কোন করিব He's not asking for something selling. He's saying
No
his
course,
name,
yes.
his name is declared as a willful defaulter. That he is agreed by that.
Yeah.
That is the case. This is nothing to do with this case. Return it. So now what
some interim protection otherwise my lord
what interim
otherwise
protection?
I am not
Sir,
getting
your name is there. What interim protection?
interim protection my lord because by that default my lord by
Ah.
that declaration of default
Ah.
I am not able to get any other financial
Sir,
benefit
4-5 दिन जाओ सर आसो तो फाइनल कर देबी
yes,
अब काई एते
only one second my lord, only 1 second if you also come to page
So,
65
see, unless is finally I hear the matter and finally I'm satisfied that
no
there should be
that is correct man. I don't dispute that I
One-
have not
one date
questioned
may be
observation
given.
only one observation you know page 65 only page 65 for a minute because the last occasion Mr. Samal appeared Mr. Bishwal appeared and took time my lord your lordship was about to pass that interim protection
your Bishwal, Mr. Bishwal is here in the court.
No, Lordship. He is in Calcutta, Lordship. Yes, Lord.
Yes, what do you say?
page 65
I'm there.
just before just ordering portion my lord. Further as per the direction of the committee last but one paragraph further as per the direction of the committee Journal Shastra Center sent letter dated so and reminded so and so to borrower asking them to submit required documents pertaining to the transactions between those companies. However, the borrower failed to submit the relevant documents. That is why he has completed taken for granted that I have not submitted the documents and I have asked them to issue me those 2 letters you have never submitted. You have never issued to me.
But
My Lordship.
but here what interim protection I can grant here?
May not be given effect to till we lordship hears this matter.
Only 24, sir.
24.
It's only
At least not that
3-4
up to
days.
that date, up to that date.
3-4 days.
Well,
No, what is I don't know what is the interim protection to be given?
I mean, out of loan to anywhere.
Sir, loan down.
Minimum.
Okay, I mean,
Because of
that
this,
is-
matter, I am not.
I am fortifying your this thing, your credit worthiness.
Well.
So I'm just fortifying your credit worthiness. Unless I hear, how can I fortify, sir? I have to hear the matter totally. Then
Yes, Lord.
if your case, you have a strong case, then I'll pass final order.
But
Just wait for-
one judgment your lordship said.
I will see the next.
I thought your lordship
You
indicated
give me the judgment.
Monday would deliver that judgment.
Which one?
Another matter your lordship kept it. On that day your lordship said that by Monday I'll give that judgment.
It is
Similar matter.
ready, it is
lordship.
ready. Actually, there is some here and there, some
Well,
issue. Otherwise, I'm prepared it. Maybe
Expecting by
Tuesday दे दो. लगे दो.
Not Tuesday, Lordship, 24.
Are judgment. Not that. Some you 24. है ना?
24, Lordship. 24.
But if your senior is not there, you get ready to argue the matter.
Yes, Lord.
है ना?
Yes, Lord.
Don't depend on senior. You are sufficient. How many years of practice here?
4 years, Lordship.
4 years. You can. It is not a rocket science. You can't argue. Where have you studied?
Borgard Law College, Lordship.
Okay. So this is a basic thing. I don't think there will be any problem for you to argue the matter.
Yes.
This is a small issue.
Yes.
His name is in the defaulter list.
Yes.
Why you are putting defaulter list? That is what you have to ask from your office. That's all.
And my lord, I don't understand what benefit that will be taken by that committee my lord, declaring somebody default.
What to do? So many things are there. I can't say. Next.
Item 13.
13.
May I please, your lordship? 310 kg, 500 gram ganja. That was
300.
10 kg, 500 gram ganja was seized from one auto. Where my lord, one person.
You are there in the auto.
No. One person arrested, Subol Baral was arrested from that auto rickshaw, and he stated the name of mine, saying that, my lord, I was the pillion rider in my motorcycle, my lords.
But you are saying auto.
Pardon, my lord?
You are saying auto.
ନାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ
No, 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 no.
ଗୋଟେ ଅଟୋ ଗୋଟେ ମୋଟରସାଇକେଲ
No, no.
ମୋଟରସାଇକେଲ ଏମାନେ ଥିଲେ
I was the pillion.
Sort of pillion. Where you have been in custody since?
13/6/2023 and 13/6,
2023.
my lord.
Sorry, revenue.
13/6.
2020 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା କି 21 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା
And so far, my lord, the Subal Baral is concerned.
ତା ଯିଏ ଯାଇଥାଉ ଆପଣ ତ କିଛି
Kitchen throw.
you are there in motorcycle, you are carrying.
No, 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 no. Nothing was seized.
I grant only on the basis of some period of detention, length of detention.
And-
If length of detention is less, I can't.
ଏଇ ସେବେଠାରୁ absconder ଥିଲେ
That is there. That is there, my lord. And that apart, my lord, your lord.
That apart, nothing. That apart, I am dismissing.
खाली गोटे दिन से कही दे.
Hmm.
As per the standing order, my lord. As per the standing order,
Who's standing out?
my lord, Pradhanjani versus State of Orissa and subsequently standing order was come, my lords. So far the co-accused is concerned, that co-accused was, my lord, granted well by the coordinate bench. And your
Sir,
lordship.
Sir, one
Why
thing.
yes.
Let it go wherever it goes. You mean to say I should not hear the
No, no, no,
matter?
no.
Then,
Your lordship may also hear. my
then
lord.
what is the
And
problem?
because of that, I am submitting, my lord.
What is the
Yeah,
standing order?
And your lordship also, my lord.
Initially, who has passed the order?
My lord, Honorable Justice A.K. Mahapatra.
ଯାଅ ସେଠି ଯାଅ ସେଠି ଯାଅ ଏଠି କାଇଁ ଆସିଛ ତାହେଲେ ଏଠି କାଇଁ ଲଗେଇଛ କାଇଁ ଲଗେଇଛ ଏଠି ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଯୋଉଠି ଲାଗିବା କଥା ସେଠି ନାହିଁ ଏଠି କାଇଁ ଲାଗିବ
ସେ order ଟା ମାନେ upload ହେଇ
ଆମର ରିଜେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଥିଲା ନା ଆମ ଏଠିକି ଆସିବ ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କୋଉଠି ଦେନ୍ ଆମ ପାଖରେ ରିଜେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ଏଠି କାଇଁ ଆସିବ ସେଠି କାଇଁ ଯିବ
ଆମର ନା ନା ଆମର ଆମର
ରିଜେକ୍ଟ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ରିଜେକ୍ଟ
ନାଇଁ ନା ଆମର ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କିଛି ହେଇନି
ରିଜେକ୍ଟ ହେଇନି
ନାଇଁ
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନୁହେଁ ମ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଉ
ହଁ FIR
FIR ରେ
ଅନ୍ୟ
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଯାହାର ଯୋଉ କେସ୍ ଆସିଥିବ
ଜଷ୍ଟିସ
ସେଇଠିକି ଆସିବ ହଁ ଏଇଟା ମୋ ପାଖକୁ ଆସୁଥିବ ତାପରେ ଆଉ ବର୍ଷ ସାରା ମୁଁ ଆଉ ବେଲ ଛଡା ଆଉ କିଛି ହଁ ମୁଁ 21 ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କରିଥିଲି ହେଲା ଆଜି ବି ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କରିଛି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ ସେମ୍ ଅର୍ଡର ପାସ୍ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଆଇଟମ ସାର୍ ଲାୟବର କାହିଁକି ଲମେଇବି ମୁଁ ତ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି 20 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା କି ମୁଁ ତ ମୂଳରୁ କହୁଛି 20 ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ଆପଣ କିଛି କହିବାର 300 400 500 କେତେ ଦେଲେ ମୁଁ ବି ହିସାବ ଜାଣିନି ଖାଲି ପିରିୟଡ ଅଫ ଡିଟେନସନ ଦେଖିକି ମୁଁ ଦଉଛି ଲାୟବର କଲେ କଣଟା ହବ ସେଟା କିଛି ହବନି
ଫର ମୋମେଣ୍ଟ ୟୁ ଲର୍ସ
why should I
ଫର ମୋମେଣ୍ଟ only for a moment ୟୁ ଲର୍ସ
କିଛି ମୋମେଣ୍ଟ ନାହିଁ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ମୋମେଣ୍ଟ ନେକ୍ସଟ
for a moment kindly see your lordship passing the order in respect of the co-accused person, my lord. Once
ମୁଁ କିଛି କରୁନି ସେଟା କେବେ ପାସ୍ କରିଥିଲି ସେ
ଆପଣ ସେଟା କରିଥିଲେ 27/7/2022 27/7 my lord
କେତେ ଦିନ ତଳେ କରିଥିଲି
my lord
ଏଇ ସେମ୍ କେସ୍ ରେ
my lord
କଣ ହେଇଥିଲା ଲେଖିଥିଲି
your lordship, my lords, dealt, my lord, the conscious possession and
ୟା ପାଖରେ ମିଳିନି
ଯାହା ପାଖରୁ ମିଳିଥିଲା ତାର ସୁବଲ
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ
ନା ନା ନା
କିଛି ମିଳିନି
ନା ଏ ଲର୍ସ ଖାଲି ପରେ
କଣ ଅଛି ତାଙ୍କର
ଯାହା ପାଖରୁ ମିଳିଥିଲା
ये motorcycle the present petitioner was the pillion rider he was in traveling with the motorcycle escorting the main vehicle manner on the spot he fled away from that date he was absconder my lord
এটা লেন্থ অফ ডিটেনশন রে দিছি ভাই এটা লেন্থ অফ ডিটেনশন হুসিনারা খাতুন কোড করছে না লেন্থ অফ ডিটেনশন
ये आसु
ପଜେସନ ଟାକୁ ଡିଲ୍ କରିଛ
ପଜିଶନ ରେ କରି ଦେଇଥିବି ବଟ ମେନ୍ ହେଲା ଲେନ୍ଥ ଅଫ ଡିଟେନସନ ଆଉ କିଛି ବର୍ଷ ଯାଉ ବର୍ଷ ଯଦି ରହନ୍ତୁ ଏତେ ତ ବୁଲିଲେ ଏବସ୍କଣ୍ଡର ହେଇଥିଲେ ଆଉ କଣ ଲାୟବର କିଛି ନାହିଁ
because my lord your lordship from whose possession it was, my lord's contraband recovered he was granted bail, my lord.
sorry I am not going
Item 14.
next
liable
now liable ନାହିଁ ଆଉ ଥର କରିବେ କଣ ଅଛି
ଆଉ ତାର କଲା ପୁଣି ରିଜେକ୍ଟ କରି ଆସିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଅସୁବିଧା ହଉଛି
କାଇଁ ଅସୁବିଧା ହବ ଆଉ ଗାଞ୍ଜା ଚୋରିଲା ବେଳେ ଅସୁବିଧା ହଉନଥିଲା
first offender not I prefer liable, my lord your lordship consider that only
allowing it liable next 15
और liberty may be
Item
granted
14.
what
liberty ଆଉ କିଛି ଦିନ ପରେ ଆସିବ
liberty କାଇଁ ଦରକାର କଣ ମୁଁ
ପୁଣି ନ ଆସିଲେ
କୋଉ CRPC ରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଯେ liberty
ନା not required at all, my lord
tomorrow also you can go and file bhai who can stop you it is your right to always apply for bail why should liberty be granted by the court get filing a bail application is your right you don't need any liberty sir
another person also all the person arrest enlarge on bail, my lord
maybe
another
after some trial let him taste the food jail food sometime and let him enjoy that okay କୋଉ jail ରେ ଅଛି
ନା ମାଲକାନଗିରି
ମାଲକାନଗିରି ଏବେ ବଢିଆ ହେଇଛି jail yes now they have removed all those this thing good food. Now a roti making machine has also been installed there. I've kept all information about jails of the state. So now they're good food. Koraput, Malkangiri, Navrangpur, all jails are now beautiful. So you'll get good food. Don't worry. Okay, let him enjoy. Next.
Item
खाली
14.
सिनेमा हॉल गुटे बाकी रहिला भितर करदेला बस खुशी रही आ चिंता नहीं. Next.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
Here the petitioner is in custody since 4/6/2020, my lord.
4/6
2020, my lord.
2020
3 years, 2
केते
months,
क्वांटिटी केते क्वांटिटी
775 kg.
कौन करछु आसी
He's a driver, my lord.
Andhra.
आंध्र पळे गला आपण चेमी रंजित चेमी चाइना कोन लखाई
ना नहीं, इधर से ना
पळे गयो जदी
नहीं, चेम्मी हो जी आर या पर केस
ओहो अच्छा आपण सॉरी एरे कोडा
एटा रंजन श्रीनिवास राव
श्रीनिवास राव आपण पळे गला आउ न आसले
Any stringent condition.
कंडीशन कोन
You remember a case you are arguing when I was sitting with Justice Panda. What is next? List the matter on 5th September. Next.
15.
May I please? Petition jail custody. Since my lord.
Okay, that's fine. According this way. Next.
Item 19.
19.
My lord, item 19, I am appearing on behalf of Mr. Ranjit Roy, my lord. My lord, they have served the counter, my lord, recently, my lord. My lord, this matter may be called off.
When recently?
My lord, on 14th we have received it, 14th August, my lord.
August.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, Lord, consider petitioner 2 weeks time to file the regional list. The matter 14th September. Next.
20.
20.
On behalf of NC Misra, no instruction.
No instruction. What is your name?
Sonali Parida.
Huh?
Sonali Parida.
Sonali Parida. Appearing on behalf of Mr. NC Misra.
Yes.
NC Misra, Mr. Sonali Parida submits that he doesn't have the instruction from the client, but despite best efforts, since the petition is not entered the first proceeding. Even if next.
21.
21. 21, madam. बहुत दिनों के बाद आप आए.
The last occasion, fresh notice has been issued to the OP number form, that is OSEPA, my lord. OP number 2, my lord.
What is that case?
The appointment of
case
Sikha
about?
Sayak, my lord.
Huh?
Appointment of Sikha Sayak, my lord.
शिक्षा सहायक.
Hmm.
Okay. कौन हला इसमें?
The last
What's the
of
issue? What is the issue?
they rejected the claims of the petitioner, my lord. That is
Rejected the
claim. No.
what claim?
That is the appointment of Sikha Sayak, the earlier writ application direction to the office to finalize the application of the petitioner, my lord. That is-
Earlier कथा कौन तो ना मते facts टा कौन तो earlier कौन कले I am not least bother. I am asking what is the fact? What is the brief facts of the case?
Appointment of Sikha Sayak, my lord.
That I
That is
know.
the,
That I know. What is your grievance?
As per advertisement, application petitioner was applied for the proper form, my lord.
Okay.
That advertisement has indicated that the preference is petitioner has choice, my lord. That is the 22 district can apply, my lord. That petitioner applied the first preference in the Keonjhar district, that and fourth preference Kalahan district and Nabarangpur district, my lord. Thereafter, the Nabarangpur district, Kalahan, Keonjhar district has not been selected due to cut-off mark.
ठीक है जेटा अधिक मार्क जाइथिबो सेटा कोड सिलेक्ट हला कोन कोड सिलेक्ट हला
That Nabarangpur has
Nabarangpur select हला तो
not been selected, my lord. That less mark has been selected that district, my lord, but the petitioner has not been selected, my lord. That is
what is the last mark selected candidate? Last selected candidate, what are the score?
That not mean that OSEPA is the man.
Now no OSEPA, he will answer the OSEPA. He is the OSEPA.
OSEPA तो काउंट आमे थरे
अरे आप cancel ने सब एवे कमेंट करछि आ OSEPA
से तो कहू ने थरे अमेंड करी कि last occasion your lordship directed for the issuance of notice. I will take instruction so far OSEPA is concerned, my lord. For OP number 2, my lord. I will take instruction, let it come next week. In meantime we will
transfer the state Mr. Mahapatra 2 weeks time to take instruction for OSEPA. 5th September. Let him take instruction. Next.
Item 24.
24.
Item number 24.
I'm there.
Yes.
Lord, the short point for consideration here is whether the order passed by the State Consumer Commission is well within its jurisdiction, 1, 2. Whether the entire proceeding, including the order, is void ab initio having been filed against one of the dead persons implicated in the cause title and in the application itself.
Sir,
Now,
sir, why we have not raised that issue before the consumer?
we have raised it. We have raised it. Landed Commission has ignored it, has not considered this issue. We have raised it by filing a preliminary in the affidavit. Preliminary issue as to maintainability. We have said that the person against whom you are trying to enforce is dead. If a lordship, before I take your lordship,
Well, in written version, it is not there.
let that not be one-to-one argument. Let me complete my submission, then my learned
Please
friend
sit
will-
down, you wait for your turn.
Yes. Let there be no one-to-one submission.
You let him complete.
Now, your lordship may kindly see the complaint petition first.
No, I'm on the different issue. I'm on the issue of whether this court should hear the matter or not.
Lord, I'll satisfy your lordship.
Because see.
On the, your lordship, on the preliminary issue.
Because no amount of your jurisprudence is satisfying me.
Lord,
So far as the maintainability issue is
correct, sir.
concerned.
I'll try to satisfy.
Because the statute has a
Appellate power, appellate remedy,
provision.
appellate remedy. Correct
So
me. Lord.
that cannot be put into coma.
Lord, your lordship
And
is trying.
if I am allowing, means I am putting into a coma.
In other words, your lordship is saying.
In other words, you cannot kill the statutory provision.
No, I'm not killing it.
Yeah, it is.
What your lordship is saying is.
If I am allowing it is amount to killing.
What your lordship is trying to tell me.
Same thing I have done recently in NGT matter 2 days before.
My lords.
I just send every matter to the NGT.
But on
Because
the,
otherwise, see, otherwise what is the sanctity of the parliamentarian? 800 members or odd members are passing a legislation, and without passing that particular order, one order you are showing me by passing the Supreme Court. Okay, this can be done. This can be done. Then why don't you pass that order? Appeal provision should be passed then.
Section 50.
If you, and now the question is, नहीं एठिक भी जाई परिबा सेठिक भी जाई परिबो ताले एठिक समस्त एठिक आछबे सेठी काई के जिबे त प्रोविजन माने कोन
ସେଇଠି ହଉଛି କ୍ୟାଚ୍
सेठी तो कैच टा कोन
କୋଉଠି କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିପାରିବି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭିଉ କରିବେ
कोड लिखा हिची
ସାର୍ ଅଛି ନା
who
ସାର୍ ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ
से
କହିବେ
अपील से प्रोविजन नाही सेटा
ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ସେ ଅପିଲ ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ କହୁନି
कोउथरे कोड कैच
ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ ଦେଖେଇବି ଆଜ୍ଞା
कैच कोडा
that is the distinction where your lordship will interfere
से किछि ना
that yes that is there your lordship will kindly see
sir I have seen that. What is the catch? Tell me the catch first.
I'll tell you.
First show me the catch, then I will go to
for the purpose showing your lordship that your lordship can entertain I'll just request your lordship to see the little fact quickly. I'll tell your lordship within a minute
This
or
fact I know. You show me the judgment where you say that it can be considered. Why? Tell me that.
yes Magad sugar my lord
Give me the judgment.
yes ବହି ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡାକ ଅଛି କୋର୍ଟ ଉଦ୍ୟୋଗ
Sir, court made judgment cannot take away the power of the statutory section, sir.
Sir,
the first principle always is you have to rely on the statute. If there is a gap in the statute, there is some gap in the statute, then of course Supreme Court judgment, any court judgment, you can show that. Here the statute is very clear, where is the gap? There is no gap at all.
my lords subject to your lordship I can satisfy your lordship lord
That is where I am also not.
I need not remind your lordship that judgment in the tribunal's case.
Sir, I have read it.
Sir,
all the
so
judgment.
there is also an appellate remedy against the tribunal.
Where is that?
Earlier when the
Which
state
tribunal again? Appellate remedy?
against the state administrative tribunal appeal was lying to the Supreme Court. It was
Where?
not before the High Court.
Which state?
That 97 Supreme Court
Which state
against an
administrative
order
appeal
passed
was
by
lying to
the
Supreme Court?
against that order passed
Which?
97 Supreme Court man.
No, 87 Supreme Court.
97.
Which the statute? I'm asking you about the
Not Odisha State Administrative Tribunals Act.
the directly you go to Supreme Court.
Yes.
Show me that.
Yes.
Show me that.
Lord, that's the,
Show me that, sir.
see
I
judgment.
don't know.
See
Please,
judgment.
please.
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
I'll show, but in fact, that 85 Act is not with me right now. And that 97 Supreme Court, that which delegated the power, said that even if an appeal lies to the Supreme Court directly against the tribunal's order, High Court in exercise of 227 can scrutinize the order and can supervise the order passed by the tribunal. That's the well settled position, my lord. That's a very,
Not a settled position. His position is still unsettled. Not at all settled.
your lordship will settle it
That's
now.
what I know. I am a small
Your lordship
person.
will
I can't
settle it.
settle.
No, no, your lordship will not
Settling
settle it.
people are in Delhi, not here.
Your lordship will settle it here.
That is not settled position. sir.
Right, my lord.
Settled
Then
position.
beyond that,
So because to be very frank and honest, there are some judgments which are coming in between and just creating all kind of confusion.
my lord, here, if
So
your
there is
lordship,
a clear, till that MP Advocates Association case, there was every matter was going to Supreme Court. NGT, this or consumer.
even
state-
that NGT
state
matter,
Consumer Forum, every matter was going to Supreme Court. Suddenly this case no, Supreme Court is unaffordable, Supreme Court is inaccessible, Supreme Court is very difficult for the people to enter, then why are you putting Supreme Court?
that is how they have relegated matter back to the High Court.
Which
In
matter?
that NGT matter, which your lordship is probably saying that referring to appeal. In NGT Act also, appeal lies to the Supreme Court.
Of course.
There the judgment, very recent judgment from Madhya Pradesh, Supreme Court says that no, High Court has jurisdiction to entertain against that order passed by NGT.
जाने दो ना, I am
Sir,
very,
हमें
I am very conservative.
whatever law,
I am conservative on the appeal.
Lord, whatever law,
Statute says I respect the statute.
my lord,
Statute is the voice that is reflect the voice of the country. The parliamentarian pass it, both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. If they pass it, we have to give sanctity to that statute. And just without quashing that statute, if somebody says something, that is not acceptable.
so the question, my lord, the point that calls for consideration here is, despite there being an appellate remedy available in the statute, whether your lordship can entertain a writ petition against an
No,
order, that's the
I'm
point.
I am not.
That is the point.
I am not.
My lord, your lordship, whether will entertain or not entertain, will definitely, lord, will permit me to address the issue before your
I
lordship.
have rejected 2 matters yesterday.
That's right, but this was not the,
With the detailed reasoning.
Lord,
Today,
this-
I think it will be.
this was
uploaded.
not the situation there. The situation which has arisen here is not the situation there.
No situation is contemplated in this provision, sir.
Sir, provision
No
may be there.
situation- No. no
Provision
situation.
may be there, but it will not arrest your lordship's hand from exercising writ jurisdiction.
No.
Lord, kindly see,
I am not.
that Magad Sugar's case, my lord.
Yes.
And also,
Which paragraph?
para 25.
Para 25.
That is who did they do? My lord, 22 SCC online 620.
25, yes. While High Court would normally not exercise, while High Court would normally not exercise writ jurisdiction under Article 226 of the Constitution of if an effective and efficacious alternative remedy is available. The existence of an alternative remedy does not by itself
Kindly
bar the
see-
High Court crystallized by the
Kindly see
court
para
will-
23.
will or once by court, which one of us was able to summarize the principle.
This is National Commission jurisdiction.
Governing the, just a minute, sir, just a minute. Writ jurisdiction of the High Court in the presence of the alternative remedy. The principle of law which emerge are that the power under 226 of the Constitution to issue writs can be exercised not only by the enforcement of
L. Chandra.
the High Court has a discretion not to entertain restriction. Restriction placed in its power in High Court. Exception to the rule of read the two.
25 2.
25, that 28 and below that there's a 2.
Yes.
The High Court,
Lordship is reading Magad Sugar.
read it.
Lord, 3.
No, 2. I'm
2,
saying
okay.
two.
The High Court has the discretion not to entertain a writ petition. One of the restrictions placed on the power of the High Court is where an efficacious alternate remedy is available to the aggrieved person. That's
Yeah,
okay.
that is efficacious
Just-
remedy there.
just-
Had it not been there, I would have.
But just read below that.
Yeah.
3 is there.
I have seen that.
3, kindly see.
Hmm.
Kindly see 3.
Hmm.
Exception to the rule of alternate remedy arises where A.
Hmm.
The writ petition has been filed for enforcement of a fundamental right protected by Part 3 of the Constitution.
Hmm.
B. There has been a violation of principles of natural justice.
Hmm.
C.
Hmm.
Order or proceedings are wholly without jurisdiction.
Hmm.
That's what my point here is. That is what my point. Then kindly see me not the other judgment arising from National Commission, Consumer Commission.
Hmm.
2022 Supreme Court, my lord. Ibas Faijan.
2022.
22. SEC Online 620. Lord L. Chandra Kumar is, I am reminding your Lordship L. Chandra Kumar. Lordship has gone through it several times.
Hmm.
Kindly see this 2022 SEC Online 620,
Hmm.
para 23. In fact, if your Lordship sees, this jurisdiction of the National Commission is dealt with in para 19.
Which paragraph?
Para 19.
This is Whirlpool.
No, this is not Whirlpool. This is Ibrat Faijan. Sir, again, the judgment delivered by Justice Saha, your Lordship will say that.
I'm not saying anything.
Ah.
I refrain from saying anything.
Kindly see. Para 25, my lord.
I'm not getting why.
Para 23. Sir, move. Kadi dos, mat diyo. Mat diyo tum kadi.
Just. Oh, the first one, the Faijan, okay.
Sir, sir.
Got it. Paragraph?
Para 23.
23. Hmm.
At this stage, another constitution bench decision in this court, in the case of L. Chandra Kumar, is required to be referred to. While dealing with jurisdiction of the High Court under Article 226, 227 of the Constitution of India in respect of powers of judicial review, it is observed and held in para 90 as follows. We may first address the issue of exclusion of power of judicial review of the High Court. We have already held that in respect of the power of judicial review, jurisdiction of the High Court under Article 226, 227 cannot wholly be excluded. It has been contended before us that the tribunal should not be allowed to adjudicate upon matters where the virus of legislation is questioned, and that they should restrict themselves to handling matters where constitutional issues are not raised. We cannot bring ourselves to agree to this proposition, as that may result in splitting of proceedings. And
Here we are not dealing with the virus of the statute or something like that. We are not doing that.
Sir, out to
I've read it already. At the last line, read it. At the
Sir,
Constitution, it will
Tribunal
ensure.
concerned false will serve two purposes. While under Article 226 of the Constitution, it will ensure that frivolous claims are filtered out through the process of adjudication in the tribunal. The High Court will also have the benefit of a reasoned decision on merits, and which will be of use to it in finally deciding the matter.
Anything else?
My lord, I'll cite L. Chandra Kumar again in this case.
Okay.
And also that NGT judgment which says that Whirlpool and NGT, I'll cite that, my lord. I'll give those judgments.
Whirlpool with Whirlpool.
Whirlpool is not given here. I'll give it. Huh?
No, it is here.
Yeah, yes, it is
They
there.
have
It is
given.
there. Para 15, man.
Lakshmipat Surana is another judgment. we have given.
Yes, yes.
What does it say? Lakshmipat Surana. Let's see.
Pertaining to proprietorship being.
That is regarding that how a proprietor, whether a proprietorship is a person, juristic person, and how a proprietorship is to be implemented as a part. What they have done is they have implemented the proprietorship form representing to the proprietor without naming the proprietor who is already dead at that point of time. That's a fraud on the court.
For all the other part, it is fine. You refer this.
Lord,
I am on the this.
Yes,
this
yes.
section
Here
of
also,
nothing
Lordship may
else.
kindly see Whirlpool, my lord. Under Article 226 of the Constitution, the High Court, having regard to the facts of the case, has a discretion to entertain or not to entertain a writ petition. But the High Court has imposed upon itself restrictions, one of which is that if an effective efficacious remedy is available, but the High Court would not normally exercise its jurisdiction. But the alternate remedy has been consistently held by this court not to operate as a bar in three contingencies, namely, where the writ petition has been filed for enforcement of fundamental right, where there has been violation of principle of natural justice, where the order or proceeding are wholly without jurisdiction and virus of an act is challenged. So I will now
Either
demonstrate.
neither here virus is challenged,
Sir,
nor
wholly without jurisdiction. I'll demonstrate that. I'll demonstrate before your lordships that this proceeding before the Consumer Commission is completely without jurisdiction. Consumer Commission has reduced itself or converted itself to a suit for specific performance of contract, which is not permissible. That I am trying to address, my lords, and so that it is completely without jurisdiction, besides the fact that the entire judgment is a nullity.
Okay.
Right, my lord. Now, if I am permitted to take your lordship to the facts here, my lord.
Yes.
Kindly see, my lord. Consumer complaint petition, page 28, your lordship may kindly see.
28.
Right.
Yes.
Your lordship sees, rather page 29, my lord.
Okay.
A complaint filed directly before the Commission on Section 47 of the Consumer Protection Act. Then who are the parties? Amarnath Pradhan, the opposite part number 1. Oro Infrastructures, a proprietary firm represented by its proprietor, Fifth Lane, so and so.
But this man is not the proprietor.
Milord, you kindly see opposite part number 2. Proprietorship.
So you are saying, that you are saying, as I remember,
yes, madam.
This Oro Infrastructure is a property farm represented by somebody else who is died, right?
Yes.
Who is dead?
He is the son of the OP number 1.
Yes.
And this Oro Infrastructure partnership proprietorship firm, if a lordship sees that judgment, a proprietorship firm is not a juristic person, unlike a company. And a proprietorship firm, its proprietor is the juristic person, and he should be implemented, the proprietors so and so. Deliberately, they have played fraud in the commission by not naming that person since he was already dead. And if a lordship would kindly see, death certificate they themselves are filed along with the complaint petition. Page 55, kindly turn to.
Now the question is what? I mean, now this part I understood. What is that? Was there any transaction between the two persons?
With the complainant before the commission and this dead proprietor, they claim to have executed one agreement between themselves. That on the basis of
agreement for what?
Agreement regarding transaction, sale, purchase of chips, metal, boulders, all these kinds of transactions. In that agreement, there is a clause that if anything due remains with other person, in that case, that man will realize the due from the person defaulter from out of his share in the joint family. Kindly appreciate, my lord. Kindly see that peculiar agreement. From out of his share in the joint family. First of all, this proprietor who claims to be his agreement holder was not available. He was already dead. So where is the question of determining his share? That on the principle of devolution of interest, that has already devolved upon someone else. He was not surviving. That too. If at all you are enforcing against his share, then you must determine his share by a suit for partition. Without determining that, this agreement you are enforcing through Consumer Commission, thereby Consumer Commission has become a civil court and is...
So your grievance is that the going to Consumer Commission itself is wrong.
That is wrong on 2 counts.
Jurisdictional, I mean...
2 counts. The moment a dead person is implicated as a party, the whole proceeding is nullity. That's the judgment. Kindly see. But irrespective of the fact that order is not passed against that person.
So you mean to say that the Consumer Commission should not have
entertained this proceeding at all.
This is a case of suit.
Shoot. Kindly see that judgment.
Then you have a case.
There you also may see the judgment that says even filing of a suit against a dead person is a nullity.
That's correct.
From the inception. If it is a nullity from the inception, you are implementing a dead person as a party, that suit itself is not maintainable. Where is the question of passing an order in that case?
Okay.
That is 1. 2. Lord, I was just trying to show your lordship that agreement, my lord. Page 84, my lord, kindly.
Page 84.
Right. 83. This is that agreement, my lord, kindly. Page 84, clause 4 and 5. This is against with that dead person. That agreement starts from page 83. Prabir Kumar De versus Devabrat Amarnath. Devabrat Amarnath is dead, admittedly, as on the date of filing of this complaint. Now, they are not implementing Devabrat Amarnath, by name, they are implementing the farm through proprietor without giving the name of the proprietor.
That's absolutely wrong.
Beg pardon?
Whenever you are just making a proprietorship farm without proprietor, that's wrong actually.
That's not permissible.
Even for company also, you have to have somebody.
Because a man is the
person
juristic
who is
person.
authorized, who will repeat.
Yes. Now, proprietorship is not a juristic person. Juristic person is the man.
Yeah, correct.
Kindly see that clause, my lord, page 84. That both the parties agree that if overpayment is made by purchaser or consumer, the service provider seller shall pay back such amount immediately to the purchaser. 5. That both the parties agree that during the course of the said transaction, if any amount would remain outstanding on any of the party, and if any party would fail to make payment of the outstanding dues, the other party shall proceed in court of law. Kindly see, my lord, whether Consumer Commission is a court of law. Other parties shall proceed in any court of law to recover the amount out of his share of the movable and immovable property of the family for satisfaction of the dues the said party. Two things, man. First of all, it's not a court of law. Consumer Commission, the agreement is they will move the court of law. They are enforcing this agreement through Consumer Commission, having agreed to move to the court of law. And court of law is the only civil court, not the Consumer Commission. That's well established position. Second is, parties shall proceed, court of recover the amount of share of the movable immovable property. So share, they can realize it from his share. So share, unless is determined by a competent civil court, Consumer Commission cannot decide.
Okay,
so therefore I say that this goes beyond the subject matter of the Consumer Commission's jurisdiction. And your lordship knows jurisdiction are of three kinds. Jurisdiction is pecuniary, jurisdiction is territorial, jurisdiction is subject matter. Honorable Supreme Court in 2007-1077 has clearly laid down the law that in case of the earlier two jurisdictions.
Number can go the party na go
Sir, party na more mon
party na age mon
Sir,
goni paribeni sabole party na 007 party na can कहबेनी
sir party na ta mu
सेटा सब तो इजी party ना आ 007 देखि खोजी गेला आ काउ केस बारिबो मु देखि टेस्ट करछि बहुत थरा आपण कहते नि 007 2007 008 देखला आउट को केस
सर सेटा हला आई
तार किछि
मु आपन को सर लिंक ही थिबो
सेति टाइम को पार्टी ना सबले पार्टी ना कहबे
सर मु से जजमेंट जोटा कहूची
पार्टी ना कहबे इजी जदी बाय चांस नंबर न मैच कला भी you can find out
sir सेटा judgment
always
by
have the habit of saying the party name.
Let me tell you, lordship,
yes,
judgment authored by my lord Justice S.B. Sinha.
I am not on that author.
So I remember that party name.
I remember the
sir mu dei debi setere mu se jurisdiction
only party name say party name obvious karon party name I forget if this kire ke मन रखिबा 2007 1007 देखला आ को बाहर दबो सते एते हमन मन रखिछथि
सर
कार दिमाग एते चालिबो जे सब ए संख्या मन रखिबो कहले
सर संख्या मु आप
इजीली नेम टा मन रहि जाय
आई असिस्ट यू
आगर भी बहुत लोग देखि आगर से मेनी फॉर बहुत केस अल्प केस टा बहुत पॉपुलर टा मन रहे हला हम माइंड रे एते डिजिट मन रहबनी
सर हला मु
जनरली मु कहूची
दैट्स द डिफरेंस सर मु
जस्ट टेल द नेम इज वेरी इजी
sir mu देखि
we can also correlate name टा कहला correlate
I find your lordship is accustomed with the name
this better
I realize
this is very easy
I realize that blood henceforth I'll
because I'm not telling a name of advocate
I'll try to assist your lordship
who once in Supreme Court he said this fine this is this 2007
yeah 2007
if you go and find out I was holding my iPad I started finding this case is something else he's saying some civil case there is a criminal case
proper judgment देबी से जो judgment कहूची जो judgment कहूची सही judgment देबी आगे सेतरे से jurisdiction part टा मु खाली आपन कहूत हेटा आधार रह गेला आपन मते
just to clarify
sir सेतरे तीनटा jurisdiction decide हला one is jurisdiction is territorial other is pecuniary third is subject matter
yes
so pecuniary and territorial jurisdiction the honorable Supreme Court has said that these two are curable defects if these two lacunas are there can be cured at appellate stage subsequent thereto but jurisdiction defect is incurable once there is a jurisdictional defect
and I know for that you can approach High Court that's not a problem But when once a jurisdiction is properly determined
Then
and order
our-
was passed,
No.
then you cannot come.
No,
you
no,
have
no,
to
no.
go there.
Certainly,
That is-
my lord, I will
That's
never.
what, that's what I was trying.
Right. So, my lord, before I conclude the matter here, lordship sees how the commission has dealt with the matter.
Yes.
Page 24.
24.
Party nata ke saru. Sir, say party nata hoji. Mu sir tike I try to remember, but
Yeah, party na mane jaldi apne बढ़िया मन रखिए. Party na jaldi मन रहे.
मोर कोन गोटे केमती कोन अभ्यास हेई छै
नहीं हे अभ्यास ता भूल अभ्यास. काई जानते आपण अधा टाइम रे डिजिट भूल कह देबे.
सर हसम अब्बास सैयद वर्सेस उस्मान अब्बास सैयद ई ना गुडा डिफिकल्ट लागे मु सेते मन रखे.
खाली गुटे
आ देखो ना हसम
आपण
अब्बास
हसम आवाज शायद एटा ट्रांसफर पड़ेला मन रही बाबा. तो आपण जो एससीसी एति की एससीसी एरा मन रहिबो.
सर मु कहू काहे कि मु मन रखिन सर मु मो जस्टिफिकेशन टिके दिए. आपण कहले मु सर टिके गुटे जस्टिफिकेशन दोची काहे कि मन रखन. केरल नाम महाराष्ट्र नाम
नहीं नहीं आपण
तेलुगु ना
नहीं नहीं
सब भारी डिफिकल्ट.
गुटे रखिबे माने फाळे लंबा ना हले फाळे रखिबे. जस्ट फॉर योर रेफरेंस.
सर ए हसम अब्बास सर.
Yes.
Sir, page 24, para 17. It is
एबे पुणे आसी जाउ छै यूनिफॉर्म साइटेशन आपण जो साइटेशन मन रखि सेटा भी जीवो तापर एबे यूनिफॉर्म साइटेशन रे सेडा किछि काम देबनी
आ केमते हो
सब गुटे थ्रू आउट द कंट्री गुटे साइटेशन एससीसी एआर एआर ओआर ईआर सब गुटे
and
साइटेशन
we will become माने we will go to oblivion now amar
आपण जो आईपीसी घुड़ी गिरी संहिता आसिलानी आ कोन कहबी आ
संगीता आउरी कोन साक्ष्य विधि
ए सब आइलानी सेतरे आपण सब 420 ले सेतरे 420 थेफ्ट अछि मु गोटे चार्ट बनै छी आई कैन शेयर विथ द चार्ट आईपीसी रो ऑफेंस संहिता रो ऑफेंस सब सेक्शन करी गोटे चार्ट बनै छी आई कैन शेयर
आपण बगा सिगलानी सेटा
I have got a chart. But unfortunately, whether it is going to be act or not, don't know. Suppose
select committee
if the election time crosses, then if they don't come, enter thing will be go. Enter thing will go straight away. I don't understand what is the logic.
Nothing.
Simply you, whenever there is a defect, you just get amendment, add something, remove something. That we have the people have learned it for the hundreds and hundreds. It stood the test of time. The language, the way it has been captured, everything. Why are you unnecessarily putting all these things with the change of name only, like changing the name of Allahabad, all blah 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 blah. It's like same thing is there old one in a new bottle. So why do you need a bottle?
Complicating the matter. Unnecessarily complicating. मो मतरे सीपीसी को भी आहुरी छोटो कर देवा उचित ताकू सबु प्रोसीजर को काटी के एकदम सिंपलीफाई करियो.
Simplify is fine, but you totally in the name of change same thing is there.
हाँ अगर से 300 24 internal page 15. Now the crucial question whether the complaint is maintainable in absence of misgender of parties. We have verified the concerned letters of OP number 1 to the advocate for complaint and admitted OP number 1 is the legal heir of Devabrat. The OP number 1 has taken the plea that there is no contract between the complainant.
But legal heir of Devabrat doesn't mean the legal heir of the company.
But yes.
Company is a different, I mean, with the person, it is a juristic person. With the person.
Proprietorship.
Yeah. Sorry, proprietorship. The person is not there. How can this person be just
impleading father and saying that since you are father of so and so, on the basis of that agreement, you are liable to pay.
Okay, next.
But after death, there is clear agreement over that overpayment made to be paid by the family and other resources. Kindly see the error of record, my lord. Kindly see, my lord. The agreement says something, the commission says something else here. But after death, my lord, this after death is not there in the agreement. Kindly remind that para 5. This after death subject is not there in para 5 of the contract. If anything remains due, that will be recovered from the share of the other party. After death, what is not there. Then there is clear agreement that overpayment can be made by family and other resources. It is also not there. That says from his share, from the family is not there. Kindly see again, my lord, kindly see that page 84. The way this has been completely misread and misplaced by the commission, kindly see, my lord. Page 84, that both parties agree that during course of the said transaction, if any amount would remain outstanding or any of the party, and if any party would fail to make payment of the outstanding dues, the other party shall proceed in any court of law to recover the amount of out of his share of the movable, immovable property of the family for satisfaction of the dues of the said party. So the death question is not there. Now kindly see page 25.
Please go ahead.
Page 25. Para 18. It is stated by the opposite party that matters should be dealt with by civil court, not by consumer dispute. We have raised this point. What your lordship was asking me from the beginning.
Okay.
In this regard, we are of the view that any contractual obligation arising from agreement between the complainant and Devabrata Das to be satisfied by Devabrata in his absence, his legal heir, who is none other than OP number 1 and their farm, who is opposite part number 2.
The farm is no more there.
No more there.
Once the
Death is proprietor means farm
the
abolished.
farm dies.
Farm dies.
Yeah. Unless if somebody replaces and resurrect the name. That's a different thing. Okay, I understood. What do you say?
I will be permitted to say.
Please give me a written note of something.
I'll give.
I will be permitted to say one thing. After the death of the petitioner's son, the farm was also going on, and the GST has been deposited.
Sir, it might be, it may so happen. It may so happen, sometimes happens. That whenever a person dies, suddenly, immediately after the death of the person, the company dies, the GST, all these things, registration is done. So they keep sending this thing, and might be the person who is, whoever is the either legal heir or anybody, they said there might be some problem, they might sometimes deposit also. That's not the issue. Sometimes because of out of fear they deposit. Yes. Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Next section.
Sir, now the question is, can you proceed against a dead person?
Not against the dead person.
Then against
I
whom?
am proceeding against the farm.
Farm is no more, sir. Once the person dies, the farm goes.
It was functioning. I am.
How do you know it was functioning?
It was functioning.
Who is the proprietor then? If it is functioning, then there must be name of the proprietor, sir. Where is the proprietor? If a person, suppose that firm is running, who is the proprietor? Proprietor na kondu? Farm run kar proprietor to thibo na, eta to company nahi je, gote loka kiye gote director mala company ta band hijibo, ese nahi nahi.
After the death. The father was.
I am asking who is, no, you answer my, no, you have to answer my question. Who is the proprietor of the farm now?
His father was, who is now the read petitioner.
Anywhere it is written that his father is the proprietor? Any document? Can you show it?
My submission may be.
No, just I am asking, sir, for my clarification. If, as far as my knowledge goes, if a proprietorship farm, the proprietor goes, then either it has to be resurrected by registration again, by a new person be inducted. Maybe he can say, okay, this is my son's farm. I want to, he replaces himself as a proprietor. Then it's fine. Where is that document? Sir, affidavit देखिए मैं कौन टा करी आपण मते आंसर दियंतु मोर आंसर टा आपण दियंतु एबे दियंतु जे एई लोक ए जो फादर टा तार प्रोप्राइटर हला की
During the lifetime of the father,
सर लाइफ टाइम में फादर से क्या मतलब है आपका? राइट टाइम लाइफ टाइम ता बाटर से जाऊ ता पुओ फार्म करथिला मो कथा सुनी आपण आंसर दो ना ना आंसर भूल दउछन आंसर आपण ठीक कर दियो नहीं आपण मु पचाल मु फास्ट आंसर तो मु पच को पचाली
class 1 air of his
ओके फाइन
nobody was there.
Done, nobody is disputing.
Yes. And thereafter, the proprietorship firm was running till 22.
केमती जानले आपण रनिंग कला
I am the government of India कागज दी थी
दले गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का कागज है व्हाट इज द पेज
page 9.
When was the accident? When did he die? He died in an accident, na? You were saying.
Accident.
So when did he die?
17/10/2020
कहते कहते
17/10/2020
वही एफिडेविट में लिखी थी वो सत्रह में फिक्शन में
Okay. Then
kindly see page 6.
Page 6. Yes. एटा कोड काढले एटा जीएसटी है जीएसटी ରୁ काढले साइट ରୁ वेबसाइट
ରୁ लिखी से तरह लिखी से गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया वेबसाइट ट्रेड नेम और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर legal name of business Devabrata Nappa page 6.
So that person is dead. That person died.
Effective the person died. Effective date of registration
That's fine.
1770.
ठीक अछि किछ असुविधा नै
Therefore, my
एतरे कोन अछि एतरे तो एटा ठीक है एटा डेट ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन तार 17 ठीक अछि से लोक सेतले बंचितला ता ना रहिला किछ असुविधा नै एई पार्ट रे किछ असुविधा तब कोड प्रसिद्ध ताले आपण जो कहउजंती से केमती आपण जानले जे फादर इज रनिंग द बिजनेस
मोटे आगे मु जानली केमती
हां
he was the only surviving class 1
सर गुड एग्जांपल मु दोछ गुड एग्जांपल मो गोटे मो एग्जांपल तो मत के बुझांतु नाही सेमती कहिले हबनी सुन मो एग्जांपल सुन X is running a shop ठीक है जी दुकान चलाउछ X is a proprietorship firm X is running he dies okay unless that shop is taken over by his brother father somebody else what is the existence of the shop that dies automatically
then who was paying the GST
sir maybe GST there may be some that's I've told you example sometimes what happens suppose for example X is running X son is there son is not interested to run the business just sunantu yes it is applicable I'm saying आपण सुनिबेनी आउ मु कहली
आपण तो not in a position to hear it not in a position to see the document I have filed
सर एई डॉक्यूमेंट रे 17 जो पेज देखेले ए डॉक्यूमेंट कोनटा आपण देखेले मते देखेले र जस्ट कम टू दिस अननेसेसरी एक डॉक्यूमेंट धरि के आपण खाली डॉक्यूमेंट करछथि एथरे कोन आपण इन्फर करिवे छु इज 2017 रे से लोक रजिस्ट्रेशन करा ता ना आसीबो का ना आसीबो ना एटा आपण देखेले एबे ना मते एटा एबे देखेले जस्ट
सब गुडा मु आपण
आ देखंतु पेज 9 देखंतु ते 9 तो देखि साइछन मते हां एटा देखेले तापर आ कोटा एटा देखि साइले
page 9
हां ऑलरेडी आई सीन
financial year
yes
2021 2022 December 7/1/2022
okay
similarly देखंतु filing details of GSTR 1 IFF financial year 2021-2022
okay
7/1
okay
22
okay
they filed right side extreme right side
filed okay
last that you box रा अपन last में देखो 2022-21 March 12/4/2021 filed similarly जणा तो death हला था 10/2020
yeah
22 पर्यंत रिटर्न फाइल होचे और डिपॉजिट होचे because his father after his death his father was the class 1 legal heir of
Sir, that I am not disputing. I am saying only my question is just खाली जैसे class 1 legal air ହେଇଯିବାଟା ଆଉ properties farm run କରିବାଟା ଅଲଗା ଜିନିଷ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ପଚାରୁଛି ଯେ is there any document so that this person is like ଏଠି ଯୋଉ ଦେଖେଲେ ଆପଣ Devabrat Amarnath is the person who in just here, yes, person, have patience. Here in the first page 6 you showed me that Devabrat Amarnath is the person whose name is showing in this document, right? So here, why this name is not replaced by the father's name? That's what I'm asking.
It relates to this return.
No, I'm not on the return, sir. Like this thing what you showed me in 2019, 2017, this could have been replaced by his father's name, a legal heir name, whatever you can say. So why this is not showing? Why it is showing 17 then?
Yes.
That you to answer me.
I mean, it was a proprietorship part.
So for what?
After the death,
Ah.
or solicitor, after the death of the proprietor,
Ah.
his father was the class 1 legal, only legal.
That you are saying, sir, several times you have said this. Why this is not reflecting? I'm saying if it is father on this business, this should have reflected.
Government of India website runs it more solution. This page 9 relates to that one. Page 6.
I have Mr. Rath, I have one question.
Yes.
If the farm, if the son is no more, the farm is not running.
Yes.
So why did you file that GST?
Let me tell you, Lordship, there is a provision in the GST Act itself that says, in case of death of a proprietor, the registration has to be changed, as your Lordship was rightly asking, has to be corrected to the name of the legal heir. Until it is corrected, even if somebody
filing has to be done.
Yes.
That's correct. You're right.
That's the provision, that's the law. Payment of GST.
Income tax also.
No,
Same-
that I
same
know. That's
thing.
no, I'm asking that.
Right, well.
But-
And interestingly,
because he emphasizing on that.
Lord, interestingly,
You also
I'll give that
passage
provision.
one paragraph of your written submission on this.
Yes,
issue.
yes, I'll give that. And secondly,
Anything else, sir? Tell me. Any other thing?
Section 100.
Section 100 of what? Which act? Which act?
Political Protection Act
100 dekho.
I have quoted that paragraph in my
Okay.
controversy.
Yes, please. Yes, 100. Act not in derogation of any other law. The provision of this act shall be in addition to and not in derogation of the provision of any other law for the time being in force. What do you mean by this? এটা মানে এটাকে কোন মানে এরকম
Sicily Calarcal case.
হুম
Sicily Calarcal case.
হুম
She could this act is not in derogation of but an extension of evidence. যদি এই provision রহে না 100 section 100 রহে না ये कहउछथि कोन कि ना सिविल सूट को जाइता आ उनर से काल कहउछ सिविल सूट को जाइता कैलरकल जो कहलु से केस से कहले सिविल सूट की बात दरकार नहीं, it can be decided here because सर्तरल था section 3 section 3 exactly section 100 समान provision in view of section 3 say this on the toilet in view of more submission and in view of 100 section 100 it is an extension of that law which governs this issue. And another thing is after his death at a fifth time of the other repeat after his death his father was the only class 1 legal heir. সেটা সে deny bhi karna.
That nobody is denying, sir. Class 1 legal heir nobody is denying. Question is the class being the class 1 legal heir is automatic, is stepping into shoes of the proprietorship farm? That is the question.
Proprietorship farm নয় এটি আগে জজমেন্ট দেখো তো জয়েন্টলি সেভারাল লাইবি
Sir, here is a proprietorship farm.
Again?
It is a proprietor organization. Proprietorship farm এটা আর फिर proprietorship farm রে কিন্তু jointly level হয়ে যাব
proprietorship farm remove করছি যে যদি এই in view of this agreement even if some amount is overpaid then it can be recovered.
There is not the question of overpaid here.
Again, her question.
Not overpaid.
Pleading that
ଆପଣ overpaid କେମିତି ହେଲା?
during the course of transaction, overpayment ହେଇଛି, ଏଟା deny ବି ସେ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି।
ଓଭର ପେମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ଯେ ଆପଣ ଯାହା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ବିଜନେସ କରିବେ ତା ସାଙ୍ଗେ ତାର ମାନେ କେମିତି ତାକୁ ଅସୁଲ କେମିତି କରିବେ ତାର ତାର you have transacted with the son who is no more, right? So how will you just how does your your agreement sets up a mechanism to recover from the father or the legal heirs?
This agreement was during his lifetime.
That's fine.
Yes. There is a clause, if overpayment is made, it can be recovered from the family property. And after his death, his father was the sixth time of the group of his father was the only class one legal heir. Therefore, it is his duty to make payment of the dues of his son.
Okay.
এটা भी से pleading रची एको भी से dispute करना दी deny करना। Only thing इसे को तो एठी चालीबनी civil suit को जा। सीसीबी कालर पर द्वारा एठी ही सब होता है। तापर जो जजमेंट आतो तो से देखो तो 21 para 21
କାହାର କୋଉ ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ?
से 620 से जो जस्टिस एमआर साह को दो।
ପଢନ୍ତୁ।
Para 20. It is not in dispute that in the present case, the appeal before the National Commission was against the order passed by the State Commission under section 47, 1A of the 2099. Therefore, against the order passed by the State Commission, passed in a complaint in the exercise of its power, conferred under section 47, 1A of the 2019 Act, and appeal to the National Commission was maintainable as provided under section 58(1)(a)(3) of the 2019.
Sir, that case they went directly to Supreme Court. That's why that appeal is maintainable. Not only that. But I mean, instead of going to Supreme Court, there's something. Facts is something different. The fact of that case is slightly different. So observation ଟା କଣ?
Observation ହେଲା ଯାହା କିଛି dispute ଇଏ ହବ ସେଟା decide ହବ statutory appeal.
That is also my view, but in this case, slightly facts are slightly different, which is why otherwise the same view I am having even now. Entertain at all. That's totally different. Okay. Okay, Kalarkar mate jaha jaha note deba katha deଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। Okay, judgment is yours.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ ସେଟା ପଢୁଛି
କୋଉଟା ପଢିବେ? ପଢନ୍ତୁ।
Reproduction is not considered since alternative, effective, and efficacious remedy available to the petitioner for filing appeal on section 51 of the Consumer Protection Act 2019. It is recorded.
Which paragraph are you reading? बिल्कुल एंटर टा पढ़िबेनी कि आपण से पैराग्राफ पढନ୍ତୁ। पैराग्राफ टा कोड पैराग्राफ कोन हां कोन पढନ୍ତୁ।
While declining to interfere in the present special petition preferred against the order passed by the High Court in exercise of its extraordinary jurisdiction under Article 226 of the Constitution of India, we thereby make it clear that the order of the Commission are incapable of being questioned under the jurisdiction of the High Court as a statutory appeal in terms of section 37(a)(1)(c) lies to this court. Therefore, we have no hesitation in issuing a direction to caution that
it will not be proper exercise of jurisdiction by the High Court to, to entertain the writ petition against such orders of the Commission. A copy of this order may be sent to the Registrar General of all the High Courts for bringing the same to the notice of the Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable Judges of respective High Courts. Then another case is there also on the same line. Kishore Lal versus Chairman Employee State Insurance.
Yes. Which paragraph you are reading?
Having considered all these aspects, we are with you that the appellant is a consumer within the ambit of section 21B of the Consumer Protection Act 1986 and the medical services rendered in the ESI hospital dispensary by the respondent corporation falls within the ambit of section 21O of the Consumer Protection Act, and therefore the consumer forum has jurisdiction to adjudicate upon the case of the appellant. We further hold that the jurisdiction of the consumer forum is not outstayed by subsection 1, 2, 3 of section 75 of the ESI Act. For the aforesaid reason, the appeal is allowed, the input order is set aside, and the matter is remitted back to the district.
Okay, any other thing?
In this case, in Kishore Lal case, it has been held that it is not in derogation of, and this power is also available since the member of the commission and the district forum are persons of retired high court judge or persons of retired district judge, etc. So in that case, it has been held. Then another case is also there. CCI Chambers Cooperative Housing Society versus Development Credit Bank Limited. In this case also, it has been held that even if alternate remedy is there, it should not be exercised, and the case should be decided by the statutory appellate forum.
Okay. Which paragraph you are reading? 10. Paragraph 10 or 11, which are it? You are reading? ଆପଣ କୋଉ paragraph ଥିଲା question କରନ୍ତୁ? Because factual ଜିନିଷ ନା, factual ଜିନିଷ ସବୁ ପଢିବା, law ଯୋଉଟା laid down ସେଟା ପଢନ୍ତୁ, ଆଉ factual ସବୁ facts ପଢିଲା, ସବୁ case ର facts ଅଲଗା ଥିବ, or necessarily same ଥାଇପାରେ. Read the paragraph which decides the law. Okay, which are the other cases you are referring? Yes, that's all. You have filed some order. Order has no. This order doesn't have any precedent value. Only judgment has precedent value. You have filed some orders. Orders don't have precedent value. If it is a judgment, then precedent value is there. Order is helpful only when the same batch of similar to similar, then order may be, but not otherwise. Yes. What else? Counter. पढ़ाନ୍ତୁ जल्दी कोटा अछि काउंटर रे कोन को पेज पैराग्राफ अछि
Page 39.
39 पढ़ो
2022 SCC online SC 620. It is not in dispute that the present case the appeal before the National Commission was against the order passed by the State Commission under section 47(1)(a) of the 2019 Act. Therefore, against the order passed by the State Commission passed in a complaint in exercise of its power conferred under 47(1)(a) of the 2019 Act and appeal to the National Commission was maintainable as provided under section 58(1)(a)(3) of the 2019 Act. As per 67, as per section 67 of 2019 Act, any person aggrieved by an order made by the National Commission power conferred by subclause 1 or 2 of clause 8 of subsection 1 of section 58 may prefer an appeal against such order to the Supreme Court. Therefore, an appeal against the order passed by the National Commission to this court would be maintainable only in case the order is National Commission.
Okay, that's all. You give me your written submission. Short, you have given it.
Madam, I transfer and today's affidavit.
Give me a short written submission. 3-4 pages, short note. Whatever you have argued.
Sir, ଆଜିର ଯୋଉ ଯେଟା ମୁଁ ଫାଇଲ କଲି ସେଟା
फाइल किसी करंतुनी आपण गोटे छोट नोट टे रिटन सबमिशन दियंतु फाइल करिया तो कर दिछंदी रिटन सबमिशन दियंतु 2-3 पेज रो शॉर्ट जहां आपण आर्ग्यू कले शॉर्ट एते डिटेल दरकार नहीं शॉर्ट केस लॉ पैराग्राफ दे देबे हां ठीक है जे आपण पैराग्राफ तक नोट रे ठीक है रिफ्लेक्ट कर देबे हला जस्ट व्हेन आर यू गिविंग इट केबे देबे
What I think the SAP is more than a project expert today at about the level of so time.
केबे देबे कोन तू I'll fix another date for giving this note only. Tell me which date. What date देबे 10-12 दिन टे कोन करियो 10 दिन टे और कोड आसीबे ने 10-12 दिन ए बसले आपण 15-20 मिनिट लागिवो कोन अछि so anyway I'm giving 30th August as the date for your giving written submission both the parties hala
Lordship may kindly indicate that arguments are concluded.
Arguments completed, the parties have to give the written note of submission and in the meantime the case shall continue.
With your lordship permission, if your lordship will permit me, then I can assist in this, that GST matter. Under the registration at GST, in case of death of the proprietor, section 28 and 29 are the relevant sections.
Sir, I know that. That's why I'm saying.
In case of they can continue or it can, two options are.
Till the time you intimate them,
it is section, under section 28, it has to be.
So he is not intimated, maybe because of the son's death, he might be in a.
They have never, it's automatically stands
So
cancelled.
that goes and you have to the chartered accountant might be filing that.
Provision says on death it starts cancelled.
But you have to intimate, unless you intimate, it can't. Otherwise, that name would not have, that's what I'm telling you.
10 person's name is available.
Yeah. So, you
I'll give
just, deal with this paragraph.
I'll deal
One
with
paragraph on
definitely.
this. Okay. Next.
Item 25.
Next. Next.
25.
25. 25. Nine, K9.
Okay, the counter affidavit is filed. I'll need some time for count.
You have filed?
No, I have.
You have
14-7 matter.
Okay.
And last.
Non-present for the petitioner must.
13-9, I think my lords have already posted this matter 13-9. Give the mention.
13-9.
Okay.
Okay. 13-9. Next. Next.
Item 27.
27.
On behalf of Mr. Jena, I may permit to place. On behalf of Mr. Jena, I may kindly permit to place.
Yeah, please.
But this is relating to selection and appointment of Anganwadi workers. Twice the petitioner was selected and twice disenrolled. On merit, twice selected and twice disenrolled. In 2009, the CDPO Jatni invited application for filling of Anganwadi workers in Bhatakuri 2 Anganwadi Center. That is consist of 2 wards. One is Horizon Sai and Santipada Sai. Both petitioner and respondent OP number 7 applied. Petitioner being more meritorious was selected. OP number 7 filed repetition before this Honorable Court, challenging my selection and appointment. This Honorable Court directed to file appeal before the ADM. And the OP number 7 filed appeal. And the ADM on 10/8/2010, that is Annexer 3 at page 16, on the basis of direction of the Honorable High Court, the ADM set aside the advertisement on the ground that Block Level Coordination Committee proposes the creation of a new Anganwadi Center, namely Bhatakuri 2 Anganwadi Center, by taking only Horizon Sai. Only Horizon Sai as the service area. Earlier 2, Horizon Sai and Santipada, but subsequently they set aside on the ground that the Horizon Sai was only the service area. But CDPO's attorney included Santipada, which was set aside by the ADM. After setting aside the advertisement, which the petitioner was selected, again advertisement was issued. Second time. In the advertisement, about 44 villagers signed. Notice was served duly, 44 villagers signed. The petitioner was the only candidate for second.
44 petitioners signed me?
44 villagers.
No sign for what?
Advertisement was duly served. The
No,
ground was,
signed. Why did they sign? What is this sign?
and the village notice advertisement was served in the village.
So advertisement was there in the notice board.
Notice board. And simultaneously that was served in the village also.
Okay.
Village also, wherein the ward member and 44 villagers put their signatures. That the advertisement was duly served.
Okay, then what happened?
Petitioner applied, petitioner alone applied and selected. And
He continued.
continued and
continued.
received the salary.
When was she selected?
My lord,
When was she selected?
this advertisement a second time was made on 15/1/2011, and he was selected on 4/3/2011.
Okay.
Annexer 6.
And continued till what time?
Continued till 2012.
1 year. Roughly 1 year. No, less than 1 year.
2012.
Then what happened?
He filed appeal. OP number 7 filed again appeal, challenging the appointment of the petitioner. The ADM allowed the appeal on the ground that there is procedure irregularities. What procedure irregularity? The notice was not, that advertisement notice and objection notice was not served to the villagers. Your lordship kindly see one document.
Then what happened?
Your lordship,
Then
thereafter
what
my
happened?
service was terminated.
Now, what is
That
the
is
situation?
under challenge before your lordship.
Now what is the situation there?
That is pending. Nobody was no one was appointed. The post is vacant.
That post is
Because of the
It is vacant since 2013.
13. Because
No
of the
person was appointed.
no, because of the pendency of this case. Your lordship kindly see one document.
There's an
Let
interim
me
order
do
of
one thing.
status quo.
To cut the matter short, let there be fine, this fresh advertisement and you apply. All that, all.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଦିଥର ସିଲେକ୍ସନ ହେଇଛି ଦିଥର ସିଲେକ୍ସନ ହେଇଛି ସିଏ ଯେହେତୁ ମାନେ ସିଲେକ୍ସନ
ଏତେ ପୁରୁଣା କଥା unnecessary ଖାଲି
ମୁଁ ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କେସ୍ ମୋର ପୁରୁଣା କେସ୍ ଟା ନା ତାଙ୍କର ଲୋକେଷ୍ଟେଡ୍ ନାହିଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ they have
because of all this litigation.
only your lordship kindly see one document, only one document. I will not see my rejoinder, that is my lord, Page 61.
So you
Received under RTA Act. I'm reading my lord.
RTA ରେ କଣଟା ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି
ମୁଁ ସେଟା ଲେ ଯେ
ଖାଲି RTA
notification was served by Sujata Mishra.
କଣ ସେ RTA
The service notice that duly served on the villagers.
villages କେତେ ଜଣ ରହନ୍ତି
Village-
villager କେତେ ରହନ୍ତି
Villager ତ କେତେ 200-400
କେତେ ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଆପଣ ସର୍ଭ କରିଛନ୍ତି
ମୁଁ ସର୍ଭ କରିନି
ହେଲା ସେ କେତେ ଜଣ
ସେ
serve କଲେ?
କହୁଛନ୍ତି notification number 102
କେତେ ଜଣଙ୍କର ସାଇନ୍ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ତ କହୁଥିଲେ ଏବେ
first ନେଇଛନ୍ତି 44 numbers including ward members 1 2 3
ହଁ।
ward members
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁରେ ଯଦି ସପୋଜ ରହୁଥିବେ 1000 ଲୋକ 47ଟା ଲୋକର ସାଇନ୍ କରିଦେଇ ଆପଣ କହିଲେ ଗାଁ ଯାକ sign
notice ନାହିଁ notice
ହଁ।
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ notice board ରେ ସର୍ଭ ହେଲା villager ମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ତାର
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ କଣ ଅଛି ଏ ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ କଣ କହୁଛି ସବୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସର୍ଭ
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ କହୁଛି notice board ରେ ଦେବ
That
ଗୋଟେ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି
ହଁ notice
there
board
is another point. This specific artery
possible to sign to get
not only that, they have also said on perusal of the notification dated 31
ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ଲଗେଇଦେବି ଗାଁର
ସବୁ ଲଗା ହେଇଛି
ପାଞ୍ଚଟା ପାଞ୍ଚଟା ଲଗେଇଦେବି 4-5ଟା
ସବୁ ଲଗା ହେଇକିରି ସର୍ଭ ହେଇଛି
that was out a karan pe bhi ହେଇଛି. The observation is that date of service on the notice was not there and who served it all that is also not there.
ଏଇଠି ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ପରା served by Sujata Mishra on 17 LS
କିଏ ସେ ସୁଜାତା ମିଶ୍ର
your lordship kindly see CPI
କିଏ
61
ସୁଜାତା ମିଶ୍ରଟା କିଏ
Sujata Mishra lady supervisor
ଲେଡି ସୁପରଭାଇଜର ସୁଜାତା ମିଶ୍ର ନାଁରେ ଥିଲେ କି
page 61 RTA Act
ଥିଲେ କି ନା ଏମିତି ଫେକ୍
RTA ରେ କିଏ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
ICDS
ରେ
ରୁହନ୍ତୁ RTA ଆଡେ କଣ ବେଦର ଗାର RTA ଉଲ୍ଟା ସିଧା ଦେଉନାହାନ୍ତି RTA ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କଥା RTA ସହିତ ପୁରା RTA ଏତେ ହୋଲି କାଓ RTA ସିଏ ତ ଆଣିକି ସେ RTA ରେ ଲୋକଟା ଡିଲ୍ କରୁଛି ଆଉ କଣ ସେ କଣ ବୁଦ୍ଧି ଦେଇଥିବ ଭୁଲ ଭାଲ
signature ବି ଅଛି
ସିଗ୍ନେଚର ଡୁପ୍ଲିକେଟ ହୁଏନି
specific observation
ସେ ଡୁପ୍ଲିକେଟ ଇଏ ସେ କିଏ ସୁଜାତା ମିଶ୍ର କି ଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ
that I'll have to then take instruction.
ICDS
ସେଇଟା ନାହିଁ ICDS ରେ ମୁଁ ନଉଛି
RTA ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଏ ସବୁ RTA କଣ ମୁଁ RTA ରେ ଆଣିଛି ମୁଁ RTA ରେ ଆଣିଛି ସେ କଣ ଉଲ୍ଟା ସିଧା ଆଣିକି RTA ରେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ କରିଦେଉଛି ମୁଁ ଏତେ କଥା ମୁଁ ଦେଖିବିନି ସିମ୍ପଲ ସେ ବେଷ୍ଟ ପସିବଲ ସଲ୍ୟୁସନ କଣ ହବ ସେଟା କରିବେ ଆଉ ଇଏ RTA ରେ ମୁଁ ଆଣିଲି ସେ ହେଲା ସେ ହେଲା
ଦିଦି ଥର meritorious candidate ଦିଦି ଥର appointment continue କରିକିରି
ସିଲେକ୍ସନ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ରେ ଗଡବଡି ଥିବ 2 ଥର 3 ଥର ବି ଯିବ କଣ ଏଥିରେ କହିବାର ଅଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏତେ କଥା କୋଡା ହେଲା
ସିଲେକ୍ଟ ନହେଲେ unsuccessful ହେଲେ different way ରେ ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କଲେ ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଲୋକ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ ନାହିଁ
there is a specific observation by the appellate court saying that notice procedurally regulated is there.
ଆରେ ଭାଇ ମତେ ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହିଲେ ନୋଟିସ ତ ଆପଣ ନୋଟିସ ବୋର୍ଡ ରେ ଲଗେଇଲେ ନୋଟିସ ବୋର୍ଡ ରେ ଲଗେଇଲା ପରେ ଯଦି ସଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ଯଦି ସେଟା ତାହେଲେ ଆଉ ଏତେ ଇଏ
ହେଇନି that's the observation of the notice sufficient ହେଇନି ଯଦି notice sufficient ହେଇथा ଗୋଟିଏ ଲୋକ ଆସିନଥାନ୍ତା ଗୋଟିଏ ଲୋକ ଆସିଥିଲା only the candidate that the observation is ନାଇଁ apply କରିବେନି ମାନେ notice ଠିକରେ ସର୍ଭ ହେଇଥିଲା apply କରିଥାନ୍ତା
ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଟାଇମ ଦି ଜଣ ଆସିଥିଲେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଛାଡନ୍ତୁ ଏତେ କଥା ସେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଗ୍ରିଭେନ୍ସ ଆଉ ଯେ ଲୋକ 8 ଓପି ନମ୍ବର 8 କି 7 ଯିଏ କଲା ତାର ଗ୍ରିଭେନ୍ସ ନୁହେଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଗ୍ରିଭେନ୍ସ ଟୁ ପୁଟ୍ ଦ ରେଷ୍ଟ ଟୁ ଦ ଗ୍ରିଭେନ୍ସ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ passing order to have fresh advertisement खत्म एते कथा कोडा
fresh advertisement
जानतु ये पहला कोन
fresh advertisement कोन
the best meritorious candidate will get it
आ कोन एली बयस थिबो ना वर्तमान सिलेक्शन
नथले नवा पिला को छाडंतु को एटा एकदम बडरी चाकरी जे नवा पिला को छाड
चाकरी करी के दीदी थर
चाकरी कले कोन भूल भाल थी चाकरी करथि
भूल भाल किछि नै
आपण एका जण बाहरी आ गां जाक केई बाहरलेनी
प्रथम थर दी जण बाहरले
नहीं मात्र 2 जण जण गां रे आ के नांती
से अप्लाई करिवे ने ताले हमें कोन करू
आ जदी भलो नोटिफाई न होइतबे एंड लागिन करिवे
सिग्नेचर हेइ छै
सिग्नेचर हेला कोनटा हला
सिग्नेचर
गां रे से वार्ड रे 42 करूतले मात्र
42 जण इट कोन लॉर्डशिप राइटली हेल्ड दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू सॉल्व ईच एंड एवरी
नहीं मो सेति पे तो कहूची से जो कांतरे लगेबाटा भी अरे मु कहूची आपण कहूची आमे कॉलेज पढला बेला आमे देखुची जे डिबेट कंपटीशन होतबो हला वी आर डिबेटिंग सम ऑफ गुड फ्रेंड्स वे गुड डिबेटर सो जो माने भलो डिबेट कहंतिनी कोन करे जे से जो नोटिस रे फाड़ी देथिबे हमें जानि परिबनी ए डिबेट कंपटीशन होउतला कोठी बोली से विभिन्न जगह रे होइनी से कहूची से कौन पे करती कम्पीट करिया पड़ो तो से 3 जन कि 4 जन थे 3 जन थे डिबेट रे फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड तक पळे आसीबे हमें जानि ही नथिबु सेमतिया कथा एठी भी सेमतिया होची
ट्वाइस सिलेक्शन है जी दी थर
चाकरी कथा
दी थर सिलेक्शन है जी मु फर्स्ट टाइम पाइतली पिटिशनर एंड ओपी 7 अपियर्ड डिसेनजेड सेकंड टाइम पाइली
फर्स्ट टाइम जो पाइतली फर्स्ट टाइम कौन पे कला हला
फाइ सर्विस एरिया से कहले जे सर्विस एरिया जोडा शांति पड़ा थला आउटा हरिजन साई थिला दीटा थिला दीटा सेरा से कहले जे block level committee included another site who should not be. On that ground, my selection was cancelled.
challenge करते ना.
But petitioner was meritorious.
Somebody challenge na, then High Court rightly intervene.
ना High Court रो कहले appeal file करो, appeal से कहले press advertisement हला, press advertisement से they aware that press advertisement was held pursuant to direction of.
If I allow you, I am also doing this injustice to the other person who are affected. It's the best thing. Let everybody be, treated equally, and that's when new advertisement should come. You apply. Whoever is eligible, apply.
Second time, press advertisement direction hala.
Okay, what are the note for them?
Please, move.
Story sir.
Press advertisement habo boli kiri.
Mo buji sali sir.
Sette bad bhi respond level second and others hour dil.
Okay, ठीक ଅଛି ହେଲା ଏତିକି ତ our note
voice ଅଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା
note
press advertisement
note ହେଲା ନହେଲେ ଯେ ପାଇବ
କାର ବି ମୋର ବି ନାହିଁ ସିଏ ବି ପାଇବେନି କେହି ପାଇବୁନି press advertisement
ନ ପିଲା ପାଇବେ
ଖାଲି ପଦେ କହିଦେବି
ପଦେ କାଇଁ ଦୁଇ ପଦ କହନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍
my lord I was just submitting that the earlier appeal that was preferred by me her appointment was set aside holding that she doesn't belong to the service center area. And as per the ballot guidelines, the service center, the petitioner where she is residing could not have been added. Now, this decision under annexure, my lord, annexure 4 at page 19 and the observation in page 21 last paragraph has not been challenged by the petitioner anywhere. So that has stood final. When again she was selected, that was challenged, the appellate court has held that since you doesn't belong to the Anganwadi center area,
that's why I'm saying because of so many controversies surrounding the case, it is always better to go for a fresh thing. It will prejudice none. It will prejudice none.
My lord, Kanuja fine judgment, your lordship kindly
see. Say fine judgment. जजमेंट कौन है दीदी कहले मतलब सुनाई
लॉर्डशिप काइंडली सी
कौन लॉ ले डाउन हेले कोन तो भाई फैक्ट्स पढ़ि के सुनले कोनटा
विलेजर हेले भी अप्लाई करि परिबे
आपन गाइडलाइन रे जोडा अछि सेटा कोन
गाइडलाइन पे कहू से
मूलरु से कथा
से विलेज
अरे मु ए कथा स्टार्टिंग रो मु कहू जे को कहि जी केथर कहि छी जे किछि ना ये जो कमिटी ये जो कोन से वार्ड जो करू छ गुटे गां को 10 थर बांटू छ 30 जगह 3 4 5 वार्ड 6 वार्ड 7 वार्ड न करी ओनली विलेज कर दिया विलेज जे ए मुंडर से मुंडर गुटे गां रे लोक आ गुटे पटक जीव कोन टाइ गला सेही लिटिगेशन एथि अधिक होउची आ ये तमरो के एटा करे वुमेन एंड चाइल्ड सेक्रेटरी को कॉल करछ अच्छा मु कहबी नेक्स्ट नोटिफिकेशन बाहर करियो आ ये धंधा खत्म आगु को इन लिटिगेशन आसीबनी एथि पे अधिक लिटिगेशन गुटे लोक काई बांटू छ तू छाड़ को एई बार से गार त जे एई मुंडर रहला कि से मुंडर गार त लोक होला बासिंदा हेबा दरकार बस
that is that mentioned in the
एटा कहबा हम ए जजमेंट फाइ न देखि कि मु कहू छी आपण तो जजमेंट देखु छी मु सेंती कहू छी मोर कॉमन सेंस रे मु कहू छी आ कोन एटा अछि फालतू टा लिटिगेशन अधिक
सेटा अछि भी माने देयर गाइडलाइन से दैट
अपन गाइडलाइन नाही सेटा गाइडलाइन नाही
अछि गाइडलाइन अछि
कोडा
जदि से एरिया
गाइडलाइन अछि विलेज सेम विलेज रहितबा दरकार
ह जे जदि के नथिबे से सेक्टर जदि के एलिजिबल ना
गाइडलाइन अछि तो गाइडलाइन बना होनी त एते काई बात
छै होछि आगे से सेंटर टा को देखिबे इफ देयर इज नो एलिजिबल
काई की सेंटर देखिबे दैट मींस से गाइडलाइन माने कोन ताले
नहीं जदि के
विलेज रेसिडेंस नो सब सेंटर फालतू कोडी अछि देखले
आया
मु एज फार आई नो सिंधी नाही आपण लेखि करचंती जे एथि सेही जगह रे
प्रोवाइडेड नोबडी इज अवेलेबल इन दैट सेंटर
नाही आपण सिंधी लेखि नांदी आपण गाइडलाइन वर्ग देखि नांदी जाले हां नले एते लोक मूर्ख एति आसुती
ऑर्डर री कोटी
अलगा केस रे एनक्लोज करछि पढि दउछि लॉर्डशिप काइंडली
पढन
in case no woman is found from those residing the service area
आज्ञा से in case काई रहइबो in case ही रहइबोनी मो कहया बुझि पछथि in case काई रहइबो anybody residing resident of that village
so that is the that judgment
हां से जजमेंट कोन छाडन एटा तो कॉमन सेंस जजमेंट ओटे सी anybody residing in that आपण ये law के
Second time से apply करला
women and child secretary को ये करन
आगे advertise
affidavit file करिए हला देखो
second time से
हम तुम टिके आपण प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर जा आपण कोइ चल छथि
ना अपॉइंटमेंट मोर नहले प्रॉब्लम
हां अपॉइंटमेंट साले कैंसिल करिवे आपण कोन कहउछन बड़ कथा
सेकंड टाइम से अप्लाई करला
सेकंड मु किछि बुझिबिनी आई विल हैव ए फ्रेश अपन आ मु एते कोन समस्त को राइट इंपोर्टेंट आपण को राइट भी देबा तार राइट भी
व्हाट आई हम्बली सबमिट माय लॉर्ड second time she did not apply
I am not going to hear anything I am simply saying cancel it simple and order देबी गार जे कोन सी लोग अप्लाई करबे ए मुंडो से मुंडो समस्त अप्लाई
सेही पर ऑर्डर हेतिला कि
ऑर्डर कर
एडीएम कहितले अप्लाई करिया जे अप्लाई करनी मोर दोस
तो कहि एडीएम
अप्लाई करलेनी मोर दोस वर्तमान हम इनएलिजिबल छु
the controversy in the present writ petitions revolves around the issue of service service area residents of the service area which is giving rise to a lot of litigation at different stages. Full stop. The Secretary of Women and Child Development Department is directed to file an affidavit stating that in the village, the entire village should be taken as a unit for residential purpose rather than this service area. And accordingly, all the advertisement in future be issued ensuring that the resident certificate the resident of the whole village be allowed to apply instead of the artificial division of service area of the same village. Alga village ठीक अछि अलगा village we may not but same village काहे जते पर ये word say word करियो छाड़ and the said affidavit be filed within 2 weeks from today.
Urgent copy of the order.
Alert mentions with regard to selection of Anganwadi workers.
Obviously with सब with regard to सारा लिखा जी don't worry.
Copy of the order, my lords.
हाँ copy of the order
As your lordship was pleased to observe सेमान जदि village wise करजनते जो एते जागा रो एते जागा न करनते एते dispute area रो
आया मु से तो कहूची starting में मु कहूची भाई एते कथा काहे की litigation होची विलेज कर देला लिटिगेशन खत्म गां समस्त गां गोटे गां को बांटू छंती चार जन तीन टा
एब्सोल्युटली माय लॉर्ड हम से जो
सर्विस एटा बडी एई घर नंबर एटी घर नंबर साइड हेबनी एई घर नंबर टिके क्रॉस कर गेले हबनी एन सती इंडिया चाइना बाउंड्री बोला मैकमोहन लाइन डोरान लाइन बोला
litigations are created because of this
you are creating so many lines से border issue एरा गोटे बड़ी गलानी से unnecessary फालतू किस
मतो क्लैश
okay you file your affidavit you do in future and otherwise no file तो secretary को डाकली
सेटा गोटे all times to come settle हे गले clear
वाला एटा फालतू एटा करी करी litigation खाली हजार litigation पड़ी ई खाली residential एटा काम नै एटा भलो को केस सुन एटा सुन
अंगनवाड़ी केस खाली से एरिया
okay thank you